I am the Witch Coach. I've been a practicing witch for over 38 years, a high priestess trained in traditional Gardnerian methods, an ordained minister, Reiki master in traditional and holy fire, and a doctor of divinity. I've also worked in mental health and social services, and I bring all of that into the work I do, combining spiritual wisdom with real-world support to help others grow, heal, and thrive. For decades, I've guided empaths, intuitives, and spiritual seekers to rediscover their inner light. I achieve this through sacred spaces designed for learning, transformation, and community. The Mystical Mentorship Circle blends spiritual depth with practical skills. It's a paid group where I teach all kinds of things to help you find your spiritual stride, including psychic development, Reiki, divination methods, empathy, astrology, witchcraft, dreams, astral travel, ritual design, and more. Every lesson is recorded and available for self-paced learning, and members receive a weekly free spell or a custom 3-card reading live during Dancing with Witches. It's a space where magic becomes a lifestyle, and support is always within reach. The Witch Coach's Sanctuary and Marketplace is our free group. It's open to everyone and filled with resources, education, and spiritual support. We also feature trusted vendors, people I personally know, who offer magical tools, handmade goods, and enchanted items to elevate your practice. Sacred Shadow Healing is where the deepest work happens. This private online support group is dedicated to shadow work, emotional healing, and spiritual growth. I guide you through journaling, dream interpretation, triggers, trauma responses, inner child work, and subconscious awareness. It's a space of shared stories, gentle guidance, and sacred accountability. Because healing our shadows isn't just personal, it's communal. We grow together. We also have weekly live conversations and occasional Zoom meetings for group work and community. Each weekend, I read in person at Mythic Treasures in Rochester, offering free 1-card readings and full sessions at a range of prices. From crystal guidance to deep multi-deck spreads, I meet people where they are and help them step into clarity, confidence, and calm. I also lead the Mythic Open Circle, a monthly gathering for witches, pagans, and spiritual seekers of all paths and levels. Whether you're brand new or decades in, solitary, or part of a group, you are welcome. Each month, we explore a new topic, from spell work and energy management to communication with ancestors, always in a spirit of shared wisdom and community connection. And 3 nights a week, I host Dancing with Witches, my live psychic show streamed on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This isn't just a reading show. It's a full magical experience. Every episode features free 1-card pulls and distance Reiki, along with a powerful signature, spell, and custom spreads designed to align with the moon phase, seasonal energy, or cosmic influence of the moment. I also hold drawings for free priority readings, offer live mediumship, and deliver messages from deities, ancestors, or spiritual guides of your choosing. It's interactive, heartfelt, and deeply transformative. This is where magic meets community in real time. Outside the lives, I am a proud member of Get Mad Radio, our 24/7 radio station, distributed on iHeartRadio and accessible by saying, "I want to listen to Get Mad Radio" to your Google Home or Alexa devices. Our mission is simple: making a difference through the power of radio. We spotlight local artists, host soul-centered conversations, and bring community-driven content to the airwaves. On Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, my partner and dearest love, the Old Wolf, hosts Dancing with Wolves, a bold and witty show full of amazing music, satire, deep dives into life's chaos, and heartfelt interviews with artists and misfits alike. It's the kind of show that challenges you to think, laugh, and feel all in one sitting. And Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern, I host The Spiritual Spectrum, a show about energy, healing, growth, and inner transformation. Each week, we feature astrology reports from Jake, the master astrologer at Mythic Treasures, along with conversations that open the heart and stretch the spirit with guests from all walks of life. This is what I do. This is what we're building. A place where you can grow, be seen, be safe, and be magic. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, what an amazing Monday. I hope you guys are having a great day. I am telling you, I am so excited with all the shit that's been going on today because it has been a wonderful anniversary day for Get Mad Radio. And if you guys haven't tuned into that at any point, why? That's my first question, is why? All right, my second question is, why don't you? Because it's really not hard. All you got to do, hi Lynn, all you got to do is tune in to go to getmadradio.com. You can say to your Alexa or Google Home devices, I want to listen to Get Mad Radio, or you can go to iHeartRadio and search for Get Mad Radio, and you'll find it there. Mad means make a difference now. Lynn, you shared, and thank you for bringing that up, because if you guys would like to get on the free list, I want to definitely say we are going to be doing some drawings tonight for the 3 cards. So you got to get on the free list for that. All right, so get on the free list. How do you get on the free list? I'm so glad you asked. Thank you for tuning in. I'm live on Dancing with Witches, my live psychic show on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Every Monday at 8 p.m., Wednesday at 9 p.m., and Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also have occasional daytime shows at random, so be sure to follow. I offer free readings on every live show. The free readings are the reading of the day, and you do not get to ask a question. To join the free list, simply like this video, subscribe or follow me, share this live stream, and then comment the word shared. Your reading will happen during breaks in the priority readings, whether you are here or not. So if you miss it, just go back and rewatch the video on Facebook or YouTube. For those who tip any amount at all, you'll skip the free list, join the priority list for your reading, be able to ask a question, and receive a complimentary money spell blessing. Additionally, you can donate for specialty readings as listed to the right of your screen for $20. It's $35 for mediumship to connect with your departed loved ones, or $30 for a channeled message from a divinity of your choice. You can also donate $13 for tonight's signature spell to be cast here on the show, or tonight's signature reading. You could get both for only $21. Ask about what tonight's spell is about. All who donate money for anything go on the priority list and skip the free list line. Your support is truly valued by me and my family, helping me continue to share these moments with you. Don't forget to invite your friends and tune in at the start of every live show for a free Reiki healing experience. Thank you for your generosity, and may you receive abundant blessings as you have blessed me. All right, my friends. Hi, happy Monday. Yes, and happy anniversary to Get Mad Radio. I'm telling you, it has blown up to over 20,000 users in the past year. And, guess what, guys? We were only getting started. There was so much that we have planned. And it's like, let's get through the first year and see how it grows and what direction we want to take. And I'm telling you what, I know for a fact that Wolf and Scott have been making plans, and they went on live today at about 3:00. It's going to be replayed on Thursday. I think before my show, yes. And they had a really good discussion about a lot of great things. It was pretty awesome, Today's track has been absolutely, and thank you, Leslie. Thank you. All right, so hey Robin, how are you? Putting you on the free list. Hi Michael, how's the couch surfing going? Hello Carrie Ann. To get added to the free list, all you got to do is like, subscribe, and share. And everybody who's on the free list will be entered into tonight's free 3-card question reading. So to get a free mini reading, basically all you got to do is like, subscribe, and share. You're guaranteed your free 1 card. But you have to be present to win the free mini reading, and it'll just be a random number draw based upon who's on the list. So, who is on the list? Let's find out. We've got Becca Crosby, Annalise, who, oh my God, she was my coffee goddess this weekend. Whoop, whoop. All right, with Bewitched Coffee. It was so amazing. She's got a lot of things listed. If you go to Witch Code Sanctuary Marketplace, you will see there all the different events that she's going to be doing in the local area. And one time, Michael, I did 6 times in 1 year of moving. So I get it. 6 times in 1 year for major moves. That was huge. Annalise, you're on the list. Cosmic Artie, you're on the list. Lynn C's, you're on the list. Leslie Garul, you're on the list. My gorgeous Miss Natty, you are on the list. And Robin Blackburn, you're on the list. So if you didn't hear your name, it's because you haven't told me that you shared yet. But what you got to do is like, subscribe, and share, and then tell me that you shared. And at that point, I will add you to the list, and I'll confirm that you're on it. So we are going to start off with our Reiki, but let me give a little bit more light here. I just noticed I'm like, gee, that's awfully dark. Let's turn it up just a little bit. There we go. Oh, no, thank you, love. How did your Sunday event go? Trust me, you are missed. Very, very missed. Very much so. Yes, you are first. So you're number 1. Just hope number 1 gets drawn tonight, right? So there you go. All right, we are going to begin a little bit of Reiki here. So what Reiki is, let's talk about it. It is the universal key, the universal energy that we all have access to, but Reiki masters learn how to identify it, channel it, and send it with others, okay? So, all right, Michael, sending you good vibes, and I'll send you some healing and calming Reiki your way, my friend. But basically, the things that you can request for Reiki is think about anything you would go to a doctor for. You don't go to a doctor to, hey, can I have some money? You go to a banker for that, okay? But you do go to a doctor for health condition. You do go to a doctor or a therapist for mental health conditions or peace or calm or working through blockages in oneself. You go to the doctor for mental health, imbalances, eye doctor, ear doctor, throat doctor, whatever, anything you go to the doctor for. This is not something to replace those doctor visits. This is something that is a complement. Energy healing is not a replacement for following the advice of your medical professional. It is, in fact, a modality of using energy to assist the body's natural healing and, of course, the pharmaceuticals. Because you know what? Far be it from a witch who were the first alchemists that were out there to say, oh my gosh, don't develop helpful medication. Now, as a witch, we've always known that sometimes there are side effects to medication, so it's a trade-off. At times, it's a trade-off to, is this worth the side effect it's going to have. I was talking to my mom earlier today, and she's like, they saw this one thing that it's there. It doesn't really hurt. It has to do with her bone density. And she's like, they want me to go on these monthly injection things with something that's not causing me any pain. And the side effects on this are horrendous. And I'm like, you know what? That is totally fair. When you look at what the benefit is versus what the side effects are, and you have to make your informed decision at that point, But Reiki is not something that takes the place of what a doctor does, but it can help enhance. If you're already on medications, if you're already doing things, you're already doing the mind, body, and soul wellness, this is something that kind of helps with that. If it's something minor and it's just one of those temporary things, it kind of helps heal it and get it out of your stream faster. That sort of thing. Friday's Reiki kept you from screaming out at IT people. Natty, that must have been some pretty fucking powerful Reiki I did on Friday, because the urge to scream at IT people is high. But at the same point, I've also been the IT people before, and the urge for IT people to scream at stupid users sometimes is also high. Now, you don't fit in the stupid user category, but you sure do fit in the category of, will you guys please just fix my shit so I can work, and wanting to scream at IT. So it goes depending on where it is, on who's at fault, whether we need to yell at IT or whether it's a PEBCAC error. Now, for those of you who've never been in IT, I'll explain what a PEBCAC error, and I'll put it on the screen. KO, I'm doing the spell the whole time, so I've got it constantly available, and I'll put a little bit up about it in a second. But PEBCAC is P-E-B keyboard A-C. PEBCAC error. Okay, that's what it looks like. It's on the screen right there. PEBCAC error. PEBCAC error in the IT speak is problem exists between keyboard and chair. So here's the keyboard, here's the chair, here's the problem. Whenever an IT person says, yeah, I'm dealing with a PEBCAC error, and that's a polite way of saying, yeah, this is going to be a hot minute because I've got to explain to an idiot how to operate their brain before they can operate a computer. That's a PEBCAC. Problem exists between keyboard and chair. Now, there's that. That's the better way than saying an ID10T error. So I'll put that out in caps. ID10T error. That's an ID10T error. If you can't tell what an ID10T error is from looking at the screen right there, then, well, maybe it applies. I don't know. Yes, Jeff, I absolutely do free readings. So I do free readings on every live. All you got to do is like, subscribe, and share. Let me know you've shared, and I put you on the free list. And of course, everybody who's on the free list tonight is also being entered in the free drawing. So let me see. I saw a couple of people come on. So let me see. Oh, okay. I thought you had the Sunday event was this Sunday. Okay. It's next Sunday. Gotcha. Let's see. Who else shared? I see. Oh, Jonathan, hey. KO, hey. Marsha, hey. Let me know you guys have shared, and I'll put you on the free list. And yes, we'll do that. Send that in just a second, Robin. When we start our Reiki. And yes, Cosmic has a point. Stupid fucking engineers and developers. Yes. Can we tell you how many times the help desk has been so frustrated with engineering and development for not pre-testing their releases? And yeah, ID10 Tango in military jargon. Yeah, absolutely. Marcia, putting you on the free list. Did it really? That's hilarious, Natty. That's hilarious. Okay. So, and I have a few people on the priority list as well. Let me see what I got here. I see KO on there. Excellent. All right. KO, putting you on the spell list. And for anybody of you guys who want to know what we're doing right now until the gods tell me to change it up, this is our signature spell and reading. And then after I play this, we'll do our Reiki.
There are moments when the road ahead
feels distant, when your strength has scattered and your will has gone quiet beneath the noise. But the flame still waits, and the horned one still calls. Antlered Path. Strength, direction, and will is a spell of sacred fire, cast on your behalf to burn away what dims you and awaken what's been waiting beneath the surface. As the flame is lit, so is your path. This is your turning point. Then comes the path of power. Reclaiming your strength. A tarot reading crafted to show you where your power is rooted, what direction is rising, and how your will is shaping what's to come. $13 for the spell or the reading, $21 for both. Free 1-card readings and Reiki during the live. Let the fire guide you. Let the horned one walk beside you. Let your strength return.
Yes, indeed. All right, Jeff, thank you very much. Putting you on the free list. Okay, so we're going to get into our Reiki first. And then from there, we will begin our spells and our readings for the night. So again, this is your point to send your Reiki request. We're going to go on a starry night journey tonight. So we're going to begin with our breathing in good white light prana, healing, Reiki, universal energy. We're going to hold the breath as long as it's comfortable, not to the point to where you're like, but just as long as, okay, breathe in, hold it for a few counts, breathe out. But we breathe out through our mouth to release all the negativity and the tension like a black smoke and let it fall to the ground, okay? So breathing in, hold, breathe out, rest. Breathing in the good shit, letting it go through your system, energizing and healing. Breathing out the bad shit, letting it fall to the ground and let Gaia transmute it. So let's begin our Reiki journey.
Greetings and welcome. I'm here to guide you through a Reiki healing journey in the quiet whispers of the night, beneath a tapestry woven with glittering stars and the ethereal glow of the northern lights. There exists a sanctuary for the soul. This is not just any garden. It is a realm where the mind's turmoil meets the tranquility of nature and healing begins. Right now, in this sacred space we have created here, your journey into deep healing and profound peace through Reiki begins. Remember to type in your Reiki healing requests in the comments for targeted Reiki for your needs. Tag others who may need Reiki as well. You can also submit healing Reiki requests for others also. For example, you can ask for Reiki for healing or easing a physical pain or ailment, such as your back, your knees, or any other pain. Perhaps you have anxiety or are hurting emotionally. You can request Reiki to heal your emotions and provide calm, clear thinking. If you have a friend or loved one that is sick or hurting, you can ask for Reiki for them to heal from whatever they need. Just type your healing request in the comments, and I will focus Reiki towards your need and theirs. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and prepare to receive healing Reiki energy and embark on a meditation that not only promises relaxation, but also spiritual rejuvenation. We journey together now to the Garden of Serenity, a garden that exists inside our hearts and outside of time. As you settle into this moment, imagine yourself stepping into a peaceful, lush garden. The soft murmur of a fountain fills the air, mingling with the scent of night-blooming flowers. Above, the sky is a velvet canvas, dotted with countless stars and painted with the vibrant colors of the aurora borealis. Feel the cool night air against your skin as you find a comfortable place to sit beside the gentle fountain. Here, under the night sky, you are safe you are valued, and you are about to connect with the healing powers of Reiki. Let go of the day's burdens as we begin this journey together. Remember to ask for the targeted healing that you or your loved ones need in the comments below. Take a deep breath in through your nose, slowly filling your lungs with the cool, fragrant air of the garden. Hold it for a moment, and as you exhale the breath through your mouth, imagine releasing all the tension and stress that has been weighing on your shoulders. With each breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into relaxation, each muscle letting go and relaxing, each thought gently fading into the background. Inhale peace, seeing a clean white energy enter your body. Exhale tension, letting it fall from your breath into the ground. Let the rhythm of your breathing guide you deeper into a state of complete relaxation, preparing your body and mind for the healing that is flowing from me to you. Reiki is a form of energy healing that originates from Japan. It is a technique that involves the channeling of universal life energy through the hands of the practitioner into the body of the receiver. As you are listening to this guided meditation, I am tapping into this universal energy to facilitate healing for you and for those you have requested healing for. All who are present, who we focus on, and who watch this now, or even watch it later, will have access to this energy. In your mind's eye, as you rest in this garden, visualize and feel this healing energy flowing into you, soothing and revitalizing every part of your being. Visualize a warm, glowing light enveloping you, seeping through your skin, muscles, and bones. Feel it in your heart, soothing your emotions and leaving you with a sense of peace and well-being. Feel it healing, feel it mending, feel it replenishing every cell with vibrant energy. Feel it leaving you relaxed yet full of energy, with the energy going to every area that is hurting and leaving warmth and peace in place of pain. Look around you in your mind's eye. The garden is alive with the gentle rustling of leaves and the whisper of the wind. The fountain's water cascades with a rhythmic, hypnotic sound, each drop reflecting the moonlight and the dancing colors of the northern lights. Notice the softness of the grass beneath you, the fragrance of jasmine and lavender in the air, enhancing your relaxation. This garden is a sanctuary, a sacred space created for healing and reflection. Lift your gaze to the heavens. The stars shine with a clarity only seen away from the city lights, each one a beacon of hope and peace. The northern lights swirl in magnificent ribbons of green, blue, and violet, a spectacular display of nature's beauty. Feel these celestial bodies' energy as part of the universal life force used in Reiki. Allow their light to wash over you, bringing with it healing and peace that transcends all understanding. Focus now on your personal healing intentions. Whether it is physical pain, emotional stress, or spiritual seeking, hold your intention clearly in your mind. Feel the Reiki energy intensify as it aligns with your needs, flowing more purposefully through your body. Visualize this energy as a bright light, growing in intensity, targeting areas of discomfort or imbalance, restoring them with every cycle of your breath. As you continue to embrace the healing energy, remember to type your Reiki healing requests into the comments below. Share what you wish to release or manifest, and let our collective energy support your healing journey. Feel the power of community and shared intention, knowing that as you type your request, you are not alone. Others are here, each with their own stories, each supporting you in your healing. Now, fully immerse yourself in the celestial spectacle above. Imagine the northern lights as a curtain of divine energy, cascading its healing power upon you. Each color vibrates with life. Each movement of the lights massages your aura, cleansing and fortifying. Draw this celestial energy down into your crown, feeling it permeate your being, aligning your spirit with the universe's vast, compassionate heart. Search within yourself for any remaining pockets of tension or resistance. Visualize the Reiki energy as warm, soothing water, washing over these areas, loosening tightness, dissolving worries, and clearing blockages. Allow yourself to let go completely. Trust in the healing process. With each breath, release these last vestiges of stress and feel lighter, freer, and more aligned with your true self. As our session nears its conclusion, take a moment to reflect on the journey you've undertaken in this garden under the stars. Notice the changes in your body, mind, and spirit. Feel the deeper sense of peace, the renewed energy, the heightened awareness of your inner world. Embrace a heart full of gratitude for this experience, for the healing received, and for the beauty of the universe that supports and nurtures us all. Begin to bring your awareness back to the present moment. Gently wiggle your fingers and toes, feeling the physical connection to your body reawaken. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, slowly open your eyes, returning to full consciousness with a renewed sense of peace and vitality. Stretch gently, feeling the fluidity of your movements, appreciative of the healing and relaxation you've experienced. Thank you for your presence and participation in this Reiki meditation. Your energy and intention have contributed to the sacredness of this healing space. As we close, carry with you the peace and healing you have experienced this Reiki healing session. And remember that this garden beneath the stars is always here for you. May you walk forward into your world, refreshed, healed, and whole. We look forward to welcoming you back to this tranquil spot in future sessions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or follow and share so we can invite more people to come and share in the good vibes. Namaste. The divine within me sees and honors the divine within you. Take a moment to let me know how this Reiki healing session has impacted you today.
So yeah, that felt good. I'll tell you what, for the first time today, my stress watch, which monitors my heart rate value, came up and told me that my millisecond value was great. And apparently I'm in a good emotional sense at the moment. So that felt good because you know what? When I'm channeling the Reiki, when I'm doing the Reiki for y'all, it blesses me too because I have to get myself into a certain space to connect to that universal energy. And it passes through me. I'm not using my energy for the healing. I'm using that access energy that we all do. And in passing through me, you know, I'm obviously going to be impacted by that universal connection. And it puts me in a much better, happier, good space. So, all right, I'm about to do the first drawing. People who are on the list are Rebecca, Anna, Artie, Lynn, Leslie, Natty, Robin, Marcia, Jennifer, Jeff, Andrea, Jonathan, Fervent, and Stephanie. Those are the ones that I have on the free list. So, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I need a number from 1 to 14. And it gave me the number 10. So let's see who number 10 is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, our newbie, Jeff Patterson. So Sarah, don't worry. You'll get in on the next. We're going to have several of these readings tonight, several of these giveaways tonight. I have just decided that, and yeah, sometimes because it makes you more of you can still change your aura to repel them. So, but yeah, Sarah, you're on the list for the next one. But Jeff, you're going to get the first 3 mini free readings. So by the way, we're going to put our Reiki stones away here. And Jeff, hey, talk about lucky. It's your first day here and you get to win a free reading. So yay. Congratulations, Jeff. Everybody else stick around because this is not going to be the last drawing that we have. Okay. It will not be. All right. So, we're going to start off with the people on our priority list, but in a minute, Jeff, we will get you down for your freebie, okay? So, Natty, you donated last week and weren't able to stick around for your spell, so we're going to do that spell for you today. And then, KO, I've got you down for the spell after that, so don't you worry. We got it going on. If anybody doesn't know what the signature spell and reading is, this is it until the gods tell me otherwise.
There are moments when the road ahead feels distant, when your strength has scattered and your will has gone quiet beneath the noise. But the flame still waits, and the horned one still calls. Antlered Path. Strength, direction, and will is a spell of sacred fire, cast on your behalf to burn away what dims you and awaken what's been waiting beneath the surface. As the flame is lit, so is your path. This is your turning point. Then comes the path of power. Reclaiming your strength. A tarot reading crafted to show you where your power is rooted, what direction is rising, and how your will is shaping what's to come. $13 for the spell or the reading, $21 for both. Free 1-card readings and Reiki during the live. Let the fire guide you. Let the horned one walk beside you. Let your strength return.
All right, Natty says here. So, Natty, I'm calling on you for your part of the spell. Let me know in your own words that you are ready to claim your power. You can say, I'm ready to walk in my power. I'm ready to claim my power. I want my fucking power back. Anything like that you are giving spelled out words to say you are prepared to get this fucking power going. Okay, you're ready. Just in your own version. Anybody who's doing the spell tonight will be asked to do this because this is a very important context to the spell. All right, we're going to move our candle over here to crown our wonderful horned one that is guarding our sacred flame. Natty says she is ready to claim her power. We're making sure he's crowned in fire. Yes, indeed. All right. So, I call upon the God and Goddess call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me in casting this Antlered Path, strength, direction, and will spell for my friend and sister, Natty. By flame of horn and summer crown, I call your burdens to burn down. Your spirit rises fierce and free, by sovereign force reclaiming me. I light this flame, your soul's desire, and call you through the sacred fire. From ash to strength, the shift begins, your path revealed beneath your skin. Now crowned in fire, wild and true, you shed the skins you once outgrew. The hormone guides, the way is clear. Step into power without fear. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done, so mote it be. That was strong and powerful. And yes, Sarah, you are indeed, and Artie, yes, you may. So if you wanted to be for this spell and reading, Sarah, then absolutely I will put you on the list for tonight. Dang, that's powerful. Man, every time I cast this spell, I'm blown away with it because it changes. It's really interesting because it changes from person to person on how it impacts. You know what I mean? It changes from person to person on how it feels. Each person shares out, and thank you, Junior. Each person, shares out or reclaims their power in a different way because we're all unique. We're all individual. I always like to say, and it's kind of my running joke, you're unique, you're special, you're different, just like everybody else. Because we are unique, just like everybody else. You can be like, no, I'm not different. I'm not unique. Yes, you are. Your fingerprints, your very fingerprints, your DNA pattern. Your DNA pattern is not and shall never be completely replicated, period, until there's cloning. Okay, but even so, you're still going to be unique because development also plays a part, how you develop in life, etc. All right, so let's look here. And thank you, Junior. How's life over in Ghana these days? Anything interesting or unique happening over there that you want to report to the world? Because you know what? Our reporting here isn't always the most accurate, just saying. Itch your nose? Yeah, there you go. But okay. What is the root of your strength here, Natty? This first card is going to reveal where your power is currently grounded or where it's waiting to be reclaimed. And this could point to ancestral ties, past experiences, natural gifts, or the sacred inner truth that's been forgotten. And for you, here we have the Hangman. Your strength, Natty, is being able to look at something from a completely different point of view. You can step out of your current point of view and say, all right, let me look at this objectively. Let me look at this objectively. Let me get out of my own point of view. Let me get out of the stories that I'm telling myself, the narratives I'm carrying, and kind of see if somebody was looking at this from an outside point of view, how would they see it? This is a huge strength, Natty, and I feel like this is part of the base, honestly, of living one's life with authenticity. Because if you can step out and take a look as objective as possible on how, what, where, when, why things are, then you can make a cognitive behavioral choice of how you want to proceed from that point. However, if you're not able to see things with clarity, then anybody can come along and lead you by the nose, stick a bull ring in your nose and lead you around and wind you up and get you believing this, that, or the other thing. My mom, my adoptive mom, used to always say that you have to stand for something or you will fall for anything. And what's one of the best things to stand for? Character, integrity. And well, I love your nose ring too, but it doesn't need to be something that people can lead you around by. Okay, you have your nose ring as a statement of your authenticity, not as something to turn around and give people a chance to let's hook to you, because that's how they drag bulls around. They have that little sternum ring or whatever, that little ring between their nose, and then they just hook a rope to it, and of course the bull will follow to keep their nose from getting pulled on. You know what I'm saying? But this is your strength, Natty, being able to get outside of yourself and have an honest look. And that's pretty fucking amazing. And I think also that's part of what makes you an excellent writer as well, because you can kind of see other people's perspectives in the reading of your prose. All right. So what's card 2? What's the direction that's calling you forward? And this one is going to show the path that's opening right now. Okay, now this may be an area of your life, a soul calling, a spiritual current inviting you to move forward with clarity, alignment, and purpose. And what we have here is the motherfucking magician. All right, motherfucking magician. This basically says, Natty, you have all the tools that you need to make your shit work. Okay, truly. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Let me know when you like, subscribe, and share, and I'll get you on the list. But you have all the tools, Natty. You have all the tools. You are magic. I always say, Wolf and I have this little ritual before I go live. And it's kind of like one of those things. We autistics, we love our rituals. And we witches, well, we love our rituals too. I mean, hey, sometimes just little good luck rituals. Some of you dudes are like, oh, I got to wear my lucky shirt to watch my team play. I got to wear my hat backwards and upside down if we're going to get out of a slump or something like that. What is one of our rituals? I always say, wish me luck. And he looks at me and goes, you don't need luck. You have magic. And that's what I would say to you, Natty. You don't need to hold on to other people's points of view. You don't need anything else. You have magic. Use it. That's what the magician is saying to you. Okay? Now, number 3 for you is how your will is shaping the path ahead. Now, your will being your manifestations, your magic, in a way. This illuminates your choices, your desires, and your personal fire that's influencing your journey. This card will talk about your agency, your sovereignty, and the ways that your will or your manifestations are already shifting the world around you. And here we have the 8 of Wands. And it's basically saying, you've already put your shit in motion, woman. You have already put your stuff into motion. And this is a beautiful, great, and wonderful thing, because in putting this in motion, now all you have to do is much like when you shoot an arrow. Okay? When you shoot an arrow, all of the work goes in the setup for releasing your arrow. All of the work goes into that draw and using your muscles to pull back, not to push forward, but to pull back, to hold all that potential kinetic energy in reserve. And it takes more effort to hold that potential back while you take aim, because all you got to do now that you've pulled your bowstring back is take a look at where your target is, line your target up, and breathe. And in the midst of taking that breath in, and before you take that breath out, you focus on your target, and all you have to do then is let go. Yeah, just let go. You've already put it into motion, Natty. You're already doing it. You don't got to sit there and stress anymore. Just let go. The kinetic motion will turn around and say, all right, she's released us. And now we are going to hurtle towards the target that she has aimed towards. Just let go. And that is exactly it, Natty. Nothing to do but to do it. You've already done the prologue to your manuscript. Beautifully said. I would expect nothing less from the beautiful. Hello, welcome, Tammy. Glad to have you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to get on the free list. Oh, and he wants you to get a reading. Okay. Gotcha, girl. I see that he donated on your behalf. So yes, we'll get there in a few minutes. But yeah, I mean, that's a really, whoops. Nope, we're not starting Reiki over. Stop that. Blah, 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 blah. Quit it. Thank you. I'm not doing this again. Thank you. Okay. Sorry, had to go away. Forgot that I left that on. Oops. Mercury. Retrograde is coming. Yeah, it's that time of year again. Got to get out our witch's almanac. And we turn to the dog-eared page because I have this page dog-eared, and every year, I go in, I find this page. This is the first place in the book I always open up to. I find this page, I dog-ear it. Because this is our astrological correspondences for the year. I'll put it closer up so you guys can see that. I know it's backwards, but it tells you all the retrogrades. Okay. All right. So, yeah, you're right. I'm not emotionally compromised. And that that's why sometimes it's even good for a reader to have another reader read you. Because they're not emotionally compromised like you are. But yes, the official start of Mercury retrograde is the 18th. All right, Mary Sharkus, I see you down for the combo. So what day is the 18th now? The 18th is Friday. And you know what? This week on the spiritual spectrum, I really am going to invite all of you guys to get your butts on that show on Get Mad Radio at 4 p.m. on Thursday, because we are going to be talking Mercury retrograde survival guide. Okay. I don't think Loki's playing with my tech. Why? Are you having tech difficulties at the moment? I just have my button. Oh? Yes. So, all right, Mary, putting you down on the list. Abso-fucking-lutely. I got you, babe. All right. So, Natty, I hope that helps and blesses you. Let's do your money spell here. There we go. Natty. Money unto thee. Abundant wealth 3 times 3. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. But yes, Thursday we will be doing Mercury retrograde survival guide on the spiritual spectrum. You can listen to it at getmadradio.com. You can go into iHeartRadio and search for Get Mad Radio, or you can say to your Alexa or Google devices, I want to listen to Get Mad Radio. So yeah, don't miss out if you need some survival guide. And we'll be talking about that, of course, throughout the week. Because yeah. Okie dokie. So who we got next? KO, you're going to be next, and Jeff Peterson, you're right after that. So, Jeff, start thinking about what question, or you can just ask a general. We are doing the several different drawings tonight. If you would like to get a free mini 3-card reading, you need to like, subscribe, and share. Get on the free list for it. And this is tonight's spell and reading that we're about to do. So, KO, let me know that you are ready to claim your power.
There are moments when the road ahead feels distant, when your strength has scattered and your will has gone quiet beneath the noise. But the flame still waits, and the horned one still calls. Antlered Path. Strength, direction, and will is a spell of sacred fire, cast on your behalf to burn away what dims you and awaken what's been waiting beneath the surface. As the flame is lit, so is your path. This is your turning point. Then comes the path of power. Reclaiming your strength. A tarot reading crafted to show you where your power is rooted, what direction is rising, and how your will is shaping what's to come. $13 for the spell or the reading, $21 for both. Free 1-card readings and Reiki during the live. Let the fire guide you. Let the horned one walk beside you. Let your strength return.
Yeah, Robin, when Mother Nature ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And I just realized I have us on the wrong thing. This is the desk cam. So let me go over to the spell cam here. All right. So, KO, are you here? Are you ready to claim your power? Are you ready to claim your power? Starsky or Star Sky? Sorry. I just look at that in my dyslexic brain sees Starsky, and I know it's supposed to be Star Sky. Hey, Darkwater, if you want to get on the free list, like, subscribe, and share, and let me know that you've shared. Comment the word shared, and I'll put you on the list, okay? And everybody that's on the list is going to get a chance to win a free 3 card, which has been won by Jeff Patterson. So, Jeff, whenever you're ready with your question, throw it out there. I haven't seen KO yet answer me that she is ready for her spell, so we're just going to switch off of that screen until we see her back. So, you do what? You've shared? Just comment the word shared once you've shared, my dear. Jeff Patterson, what is your question, Jeff? Welcome. I mean, it's kind of fortuitous that this is your first time tuning in. And you won, okay? I just do random numbers based upon however many people are on the free list. Robin, if you want to get on the free list, like, subscribe, and share. Let me know you've shared. Oh, no, you're already on it. Never mind. Yeah, there you are. I'm like, wait a second. Is Robin on there? Yeah, she's on there. She's right before Marsha. Okay. So people who I do have on the free list right now are Becca, Anna, Artie, Lynn, Leslie, Natty, Robin Blackburn, Marsha, Jennifer, Jeff Peterson, Andrea, Cosmic Muffin, aka Jonathan, Fervent, Stephanie, Sarah, Junior, and Star Sky. And now Darkwater. So Darkwater's on there as well. Well, that's a fairly generic question, so that's kind of hard to answer, but let's see. Let's kind of like throw a little bit more of a kind of a time on it. What should you expect in the near future? Shall we go with that? So what is your near future? What's the next steps in your near future? Let's try that, okay? Because 3 cards is a lot, is not a lot for what's my future like in general. So let's look at your near future here. Okay, so Jeff, we're going to start off with the Page of Wands. Okay, next we're going into the Strength card. And finally, we get into the Star. All right, I like this for you, and this has some very strong messages to it right now. First of all, you're going to, in the very near future, have a chance to either follow the crowd or walk in your authenticity. This is what our Page of Wands is about, is dancing to the beat of your own drum, you know? Now, I'm always talking about, being in a musician's family here. Things like when you're dancing to the beat of your own drum, you want to stay in rhythm with everybody, okay? If the rhythm, and most everybody is going around with 4/4 timing and being boring with the 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, you can do that. They can do that. So they're just going to be boring with the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you don't want to start going triple it, you don't want to start doing weird stuff, okay, that doesn't go with the 4/4 timing, but you can go and you're doing your own thing, weaving in and out of the timing that everybody else is holding. What does that mean on a practical level? That means that you don't turn around and, like, say, go to a formal party wearing a clown outfit. You go to a formal party and you wear a formal bohemian style outfit that maybe has some sequins with some tie-dye, and they may look at you like, okay, that's not your normal black tie affair, but it still fits in with the black tie theme, but boy, that's unique. Okay, that sort of thing. So, Jeff, what I'm seeing here is that you're going to have an opportunity to either conform to the boring 4/4 or do your rat-tat-tat-tat thing. And if you are able to be strong and bring your inner strength out, because that does take inner strength to stand out. It does take a certain level of inner strength to not conform, to not fit that cookie cutter mold, to not just give in. if you're around a whole bunch of people who are being catty and gossipy, sometimes it takes a lot of strength to be the one to say, you know what, I'm not going to be catty and I'm not going to be gossipy, you know? Oh, I'm sorry, Moon. We'll talk about that in just a moment, okay? But it takes a lot of strength to turn around and say, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to engage in catty or gossip. Maybe we should just hold space for whatever they're going through right now and wish them healing. And, you know, peace be the journey, just peace be the journey away from me. Okay? And that takes a level of inner strength to do something like that, Jeff. But when and if you're able to do that, this is the promise of the universe, because this is going to be your challenge. And if you're able to have that strength to not conform, to dare to be different, then you're going to have that star moment, and you're going to start being the one that people look up to and admire. And it's going to give you that chance to truly shine. You're going to get that chance of, yeah, some people are going to be like, really? And other people are going to be like, yeah, that's a person of character. That's a person of dignity and integrity. And I'm going to follow that, you know? Is there a number in the list? Yes, it's all in consecutive order. So, but I don't answer like how far away are you or something like that. I will do your free one card whether you're here or not. However, on the drawings that I'm doing, you have to be present to win. All right. So Jeff was our first winner tonight. So Jeff, I hope that reading helped and blesses you. Okay. Your freebie will be coming later. So Moon, what I do is I am a medium. How long has your hubby been dead, or your father been dead? Sorry. How long has your father been passed? Because I always ask for mediumship that they have been passed for at least a month, because we need to give them a chance to get used to their new digs, because they're literally picking up and moving. Okay. And then at that point, I do provide mediumship. It's $35 for a mediumship reading, or I do have private mediumship reading, which is $65 per half hour. So that's available to you if you'd like. Otherwise, you can get a free one card reading. All you got to do is like, subscribe, and share. Okay, so he's been passed for a little while. So it'd be perfectly fine. If you'd like to donate for mediumship tonight, I have no issue with that. If you'd like to just get a free one card, well, for anybody who's not on the free list, here's how to get on it.
To ask a question, please donate using the pinned comment. You can donate any amount to ask a question, or get a specialty reading or the signature reading of the night. The free reading is a general reading only. You can donate any amount to ask a question for a small reading, or donate for a specialty reading as indicated on your screen to the right. If you want to be on the free list, like, share this video, and subscribe to this page. Comment shared to be added to the list. Tippers are skippers, and they bypass the free list, receive a prosperity blessing, and get priority. Once you are on the free list, I will say your name to confirm you are added to the list, and your free general one card reading will be read during breaks in the priority readings, and will be read for you whether you are here or not. Thank you from my family to yours for your ongoing support.
Now, I totally get the not having money thing, which is why I do the free list and why I have the drawings occasionally too, so people can get the really cool things. So yeah, what you got to do, Moon, is like, subscribe. You got to like this video, subscribe to this channel, which you say you've done, and then share it somewhere. I don't care if you just hit that little share button and send a text to your dog. Okay, it just, when you hit that share button, it does a certain thing to my algorithm, and it helps me. So that's kind of like a payment without having to spend any money. Okay, you can text yourself with it, or you can just send it to your friend, or share it on Facebook or whatever. But when you actually follow through with any kind of share, it does something for my algorithm. So that's why I have you guys like, subscribe, and share. I'm very transparent. You guys can ask me anything. All right, KO, calling you again to see if you are ready for your spell. Sarah Walsingham, you're up next. Are you ready for your spell and reading, my dear? Meanwhile, while I'm waiting to see if they're ready, let's do a couple of our free cards. So Becca, let's see what we have for you. Becca, for you, we have the 9 of Pentacles. Great, Moon. I got you on the list now. Becca, for you, we have the 9 of Pentacles. And now, you guys have heard me say many a time that this is the ultimate independent woman card. Okay, because this is the, like, I have worked for this, and I'm going to enjoy what I have worked for. And I'm not going to apologize for the fact that I have worked for this, and I'm now going to enjoy what I worked for. I love this quote that's on this card. And it says, none of us will ever accomplish anything excellent or commanding, except when we listen to the whisper which is heard by us alone. Okay? So, yeah, we need to be willing to listen to the whisper of the passion within our hearts, listening to the whisper of our spirit guides, and they will get us to this point of success through authenticity. We accomplish great things, okay, when we follow our true passion and our true authenticity. Thank you, Marcia Z. I'm just going to say Marcia Z because there is no fucking way in hell I am going to be able to pronounce that without assistance, okay? I can make it a try. Zuacarelli is the closest I'm going to get. Zuacarelli or Zuacarelli? Zuacarelli, something like that. No, I didn't know that. But, you know, hey, karma's a bitch, motherfucker. Just saying. All right, got you on the list there also, Marcia. You know, that could very well be. And one of the things I will tell you guys is that when we have a connection to somebody in life, I don't care if you're a natural medium like me or not. When you have a true connection with somebody in life, that connection stays, even if it's stretched a little bit, because they're on the different plane than you, because we're here on the physical plane and they're across the veil. Even if it's stretched a little bit, that connection line is still there. You can sit, Moon, and just, the best thing I can tell you to do if you're wanting to understand the message your father has for you, sit down and meditate, make an ancestor altar with some of his favorite things to honor him, his presence, put his picture there, whatever. And then start thinking about the happy memories. Start thinking about the love you have for him. Start thinking of the good times, okay? Because that opens up the pathways, that strengthens that trunk of love that you have between you and your father, okay? And it keeps you in a more open point of view to be able to hear what's being communicated, okay? Because what doesn't help is when we're so upset and grief, those are pervasive, heavy emotions. Grief is one of the heaviest emotions out there. Okay, believe me, I remember widow brain, and I'm so thankful to be over widow brain. But I could not even think because my brain was shutting down because of the trauma of widowhood. You know, the trauma of fucking widowhood just made my brain go, fuck you, bitch. And I'm like, I can't remember anything. What, do I have dementia? No, it's called widow brain. Hell's widow brain? It's when your brain shuts your shit down because you're going through a trauma, emotional, heavy shit. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So you can absolutely, welcome once a week. You can absolutely sit down and think of the love that you and your dad share, and then ask him for the message, okay? Once a week, if you would like to get on the free list, like, subscribe, and share, and then comment the word shared, and I will be glad to add you. Meanwhile, Sarah, you're up next. KO, you'll be right after her. Yes, I did call you earlier, but that's okay. We don't forget you. Oh, Cindy, I'm so sorry to hear that. Okay, once a week, putting you on the list. Hey, you know what? This is spiritual gatekeeping, guys. Does not need to be a fucking thing. Okay? Just because I have a gift for it doesn't mean that I need to put down anybody else who has a gift for it. And if you have a connection with somebody, whether you're here across the globe or across dimensions, that connection will always be there if it's real. Okay? If it's real, that connection never goes away. Sarah, are you ready to claim your power? Say right now in your own words, sweetheart, that you are ready to claim your power. And if anybody wants to get on the list to get their signature spell and reading tonight, this is what we're doing.
There are moments when the road ahead feels distant, when your strength has scattered and your will has gone quiet beneath the noise. But the flame still waits, and the horned one still calls. Antlered Path. Strength, direction, and will is a spell of sacred fire, cast on your behalf to burn away what dims you and awaken what's been waiting beneath the surface. As the flame is lit, so is your path. This is your turning point. Then comes the path of power. Reclaiming your strength. A tarot reading crafted to show you where your power is rooted, what direction is rising, and how your will is shaping what's to come. $13 for the spell or the reading, $21 for both. Free 1-card readings and Reiki during the live. Let the fire guide you. Let the horned one walk beside you. Let your strength return.
So yes, all right. Sarah has affirmed that she is ready to walk in her power. So at this point, I call upon the God and Goddess. I call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the Universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me in casting this Antlered Path, strength, direction, and will spell for my friend and sister, Sarah Parrott. By flame of horn and summer's crown, I call your burdens to burn down. Your spirit rises fierce and free, the sovereign force reclaiming me. I light this flame, your soul's desire, and call you through the sacred fire. From ash to strength, your shift begins, your path revealed beneath your skin. Now crowned in fire, wild and true, you shed the skins you once outgrew. The horned one guides, the way is clear. Step into power without fear. With free will to all and harm to none, as we will, it is now done, so mote it be. And just cannot get over how powerful that spell feels. And how different it is. For me with you on that, Sarah, I very much felt this as a mind shift for you. This is a brain rewiring to allow yourself to claim that power. Seriously. So yes, this is about neuroplasticity to help rewire your freaking brain to know, girl, you're worthy. You got the power. All right. So let's look at your reading here. And your first card here is the root of your strength. And this reveals where your power is currently grounded or where it's waiting to be reclaimed. Ooh, I just saw which card I got. Sneak peek. Sneak peek. But where it's waiting to be reclaimed, this may point to ancestral ties, past experiences, natural gifts, or a sacred inner truth that has been forgotten. Okay? And what we have for you here is the Four of Cups. All right? I am just floored by this one for you, Sarah. This is like your strength is your ability to dream. Dream, 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 dream. Sarah's got a dream, dream. Girl, your ability to dream, your ability to visualize is your strength. Your ability to say that there's more. There's more. I know there's fucking more. Hey, Gia. I know there's fucking more. There's more. There's more. There's more. Your dreams are your strength, girl. Do not let anybody take a shit on your dreams. If somebody tries to take a shit on your dreams, then you let me know, you hold them down and I'll shit on them, okay? Because, yeah, fuck that. Dream, girl, dream. Dream. Blessed be to you also, Cindy. Are you going for the night or are you you're sticking around? So what is your second card? What is the direction that's calling you forward right now in your path to power? And this shows the path that's opening now. This may be an area of life, a soul calling, a spiritual current, inviting you to move forward with clarity, alignment, and purpose. And for this is the Six of Cups. Giving and generosity. Giving of your time, giving of your energy, giving of your authenticity. Authenticity is one of the highest vibrations that's out there. Authenticity, these things are expansive. They are the gift that keeps on giving. And if you are able, Sarah, to give of your authenticity, people who are aligned with that will be drawn to that. And it is kinky, Gia. It's extra kinky for you, girl. Just because I love you. All right. But yeah, giving of your authenticity is it. What that does is that magnetizes you, because light calls to light, deep calls to deep. And when you walk in your authentic path, people who are resonating and vibrating at those levels are going to be showing up like, oh yeah, here's my tribe. Here's my tribe. And then you're like, hey, we're on the same wavelength. Dude, you're my bestie now. Yeah, you're my bestie now too. Okay, great. Let's grow together. Fucking awesome. Okay? Fucking awesome. Now your third card here, Sarah, my dreamer. Okay? How your will shapes your path ahead. How your manifestation is shaping your path ahead. Okay? And Gia, let me know when you've shared. I'll stick you on the list again. But this is going to be illuminating how your choices, desires, and personal fire are influencing your journey. This speaks to your agency, your sovereignty, and the way your wills and your manifestations are already shifting the world around you. And holy hell, girl, love it, because we got the Empress. Now, my memory phrase for the Empress is actually a full phrase. It's the old Irish blessing. Okay, we used to sing this back in the day in choir, which is how I initially memorized the blessing. And when I had it memorized is when I assigned this back in high school to this card, the Empress, to help me memorize the feeling and the meaning of this card. And it was like, may the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and bring you peace. So that was, the thing that we used to sing for that, right? So may the road rise to meet you. What's that mean? That means that it's not a hard road to walk, okay? And it's soft. It's like squishy, nice grass. And you're able to walk barefoot on it because there's no rocks. There's no, the road is rising softly to meet you, okay? May the wind be at your back is that nice, gentle breeze that is just kind of helping move you forward, making you have efficiency of motion. Thank you, Marcia. Making you have efficiency of motion and making your journey easier and cooling you as you go. May the sun shine warm upon your face. That implies that you're not dealing with a rainy fucking day. You're not dealing with bad, crazy ass weather, stormy or anything like that. It's warm. It's not hot. You're not like, oh my God, dying Texas heat kind of shit. You're more like, okay, this is nice. This is pleasant. I've got a cooling whatever behind me. I'm going forward in the right direction. This is a thing. And to put this down here, honey, for you is but to say that the universe has your back. You're walking in the right path. You're going the right way. Keep going. What you're doing is good. Just keep swimming, as Dory would say. Okay? Just keep swimming. And Marcia, I got confirmation of that, putting you on for a specialty reading. You're on the priority list, my dear. All right. So hopefully that helps and blesses you there, Sarah. How did that feel for you? How does that resonate with you, my darling? Let's do your money spell here. Here we are. Sarah, and everybody who donates for anything gets a money spell. So Sarah, money unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3, with free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Just keep swimming and do not give up on those dreams. That your dreams are your strength, baby girl. Your dreams are. Every time I say that, I feel like I'm like Emperor Palpatine. Hold on, I got to come back over here. I'm gonna do it.
Power, join the dark side. Power.
Okay, sorry, had to. Oh wait, hold on. Is my autism showing again? Yeah, that's the Koi fan look. This is the I'm hot and this is a fan and it feels good look. Oh, buddy, yeah. All right. So, KO, are you ready? Unlimited power. Yes. Excellent, Sarah. I think that is a beautiful thing because authenticity is the gift that just keeps on giving. You know? It's the gift that keeps on giving. You felt that one, Marsha. Awesome. All right, up next, KO. KO, are you ready to claim your power and join the dark side? I know, the wolf just heard that, so I'm fully expecting him to show up in 5 seconds and be like, all right, what the fuck are you doing in there, you crazy ass witch? What's the temperature over here? Right now it's 75 outside, but the air quality's been shitty. I'm hoping it's going to continue to cool and it'll be nice and I can turn off the AC tonight, open up the windows and let the breeze in. I think the air quality should be a little bit better by now. One hopes. All right, KO, you are ready to reclaim your power. So let's come over here and begin our spell. Ooh, I'm telling you, I love this fucking spell. I do. I really do. Because, you know, it's all about claiming back what's meant to be yours. So many people, so many things, they take our power, they take our agency, they assume that we're going to behave in a certain cookie cutter way. They put us through school and tell us you got to be this way. Well, you know what? I'm on with the Pink Floyd. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. This is the point. Okay, we've learned to conform. We understand the rules. And now we know when it's okay to fucking break them, you know? And how is the right way to break them or bend them? And then what rules are beneficial and what aren't? Because you know what? We have a fucking brain in our heads, right? We don't just blindly march to the beat of the major's drum. All right? We dance to the beat of our own drum. All right. Got our focus going. Call upon the God and Goddess. I call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me in casting this antlered path, strength, direction, and will spell for my friend and sister, KO, who states she is ready to claim her power. By flame of horn and summer's crown, I call your burdens to burn down. Your spirit rises fierce and free, the sovereign force reclaiming me. I light this flame, your soul's desire, and call you through the sacred fire. From ash to strength, the shift begins, your path revealed beneath your skin. Now crowned in fire, wild and true, you shed the skins you once outgrew. The horn one guides, the way is clear. Step into power without fear. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Chills and tingles. And yeah, Gia, you know a little bit about breaking some fucking rules. Absolutely, because you are an amazing artist and you know that you accept nobody's judgments from nobody and you do your own thing in your own way. And look at how your life is just constantly, you're on the up and up. We all have our speed bumps. We all have those moments where things like, ugh, my authenticity isn't accepted here in this moment or whatever. And that's fine. You know what? Your authenticity is not going to be accepted by everybody. P.T. Barnum said it best, okay? Now, of course, he said it in kind of an asshole way. He said you can fool some of the people all of the time. You can fool all of the people some of the time, but can't fool all the people all the time. Well, that's the same thing on making people happy, okay? You can make some people happy all the fucking time. You can make all the people happy some of the fucking time. But you can't make all the people happy all the time because somebody's always going to have you guys seen that thing on the internet? I'm posting a stick just to prove that people are going to argue over a goddamn stick. And you know what inevitably happens? And I've seen this has been going around for like 10 years already. Inevitably, the second somebody posts, I'm posting a stick just to show you people argue over anything, cheeky or not, people get on there and fucking start arguing, you know? There's no bot, Starsky. And the bot doesn't contain the list. I have it on a notepad. So. Oh, and I hear the wolf coming from the other room saying, and the humans wonder why he identifies as a wolf. Well, he is a fucking wolf, and he will eat you. Sometimes we like that, or at least I do. You won't probably get it in a good way. Yeah. Me? Yeah. He's rolling his eyeballs in there at me. I can feel it from here. The last one we did for you was that chef's kiss. Okay. Well, let's do your money spell, KO. Thank you. Yes, fucking fact. Right there. People suck. Fucking fact. But you know what? Not all the people suck. So here, we're going to do this one. Some people suck all of the time. All people suck some of the time. But all of the people don't suck all of the time. Okay? Believe me, if all of the people sucked all the time, all the guys would be lining up for BJ's. Oh, did I just go there? All right, so here we go, KO. And yes, that was the witch's cackle. KO, money, unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3, with free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. Thank you for blessing me and my family. Oh, yeah. And you know what? You're talking Aquarius, you're talking Aries, Jonathan. You get an Aries and Aquarius together, and oh, y'all are in for it. Some of the people get the good version of that combo. Some of the times, we could keep going with this all night. I could do it all night, yes. So, hey, it just depends. Or as the wolf puts it on the regular from one of our favorite movies, Excalibur, a dream to some, a nightmare to others. Oh, no, don't tell me you just woofed at the wolf. No, he don't wolf, he growls. He don't go woof, woof, he goes growl, growl, bite. Valkyrie fucking woofed. She went woof, woof. Uh-oh, I heard him go, who fucking woofed? Who fucking woofed? All right, so Tammy, you're going to be up next, so let me know what your question is. We're going to do a couple of freebies and our second drawing of the night to see who gets our next free 3-card reading. Andrea, for you, let's see what your freebie is for tonight. We have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is, again, setting a new foundation for yourself, a new foundational set. Making sure that, hey, if you're building good new additions onto yourself, you're putting a good foundation in place for yourself. What's a good foundation? Character, integrity, dignity. Those are good foundations. Truth, that's a solid foundation. Truth's always a solid foundation, okay? Hello, Brandon, and welcome to the feed. Yeah, okay. So now you're roaring for him. That'll work, Valkyrie. He'll forgive you, I hope. But your quote on this one, Andrea, is the first step towards philosophy is incredulity. Which is but to say that when you turn around and you're like, that makes no sense. That makes no fucking sense. this does not work for me. This does not work. I am incredulous over the fact that this is the way people are doing shit. We got to fix this. Let's sit down and think about how the fuck can we fix this? That's incredulity. Okay. So yeah, the first step towards philosophy, which is thinking things through, is realizing, no, this doesn't fucking work this way. All right. So set those foundations, think them through. All right. Tammy, what is your question, my dear? Let me know what your question is, Tammy Stott. Jonathan, let's see what your freebie is for tonight. Oh, Jonathan, you get the judgment card, and it says on here, and the judgment card is about releasing those things which no longer serve, okay? And Brandon, if you want to get on the free list, like, subscribe, and share. Let's say the word shared, and I will put you on the free list, okay? But Jonathan, your quote on the judgment card here is, it says, the universe is transformation. Your life is what your thoughts make it. I mean, hell, that's manifestation 101. Your life is what your thoughts make it. As a man thinketh, so is he. If you're focused on positive, good, building, community, energy kind of thing, you're bringing in the good vibes. If you're thinking about that motherfucking piece of shit, I can't believe that, and those fucking customers, and how dare those fucking customers come in and ask for me for fucking anything, and fuck that shit, and fuck that shit. Well, you're going to have a lot of fuck that shit energy going on. Nope, Leslie, you have not. We're getting to it. So you're coming further down. You know, you're right. I actually skipped the list because I scrolled down. So my bad. I will come back to you in just a moment. So yes. Wonderful. Well, come on and hang out, Brandon. And like I said, like, subscribe, and share, and you get a free 1 card. Okay. And yes, Valkyrie, I got you on the free list. I think. Let me see. Double check. Yes, I have you on the list. Abso-fucking-lutely. All right, I just had to go and look at it, so we're good. All right, so, yeah. Aw, thank you, Valkyrie. Your job sometimes, that's all of our job. If we have to deal with people, we're going to have to deal with assholes at some point or another. Just saying. Just saying. Sorry, not sorry. All right, Tammy has asked her question. Should I forgive and heal my relationship with my friend Vea, or cut cords and release? Does she know she's gaslighting, manipulation, or unconscious? So, or is it unconscious? I think that what we should do, because when we're doing a 3-card reading, it gives us limited things. Are you okay, Tammy, with me rephrasing that question in this? To simply say and ask the universe, what are her true intentions? Because that'll give you, I think, if we look at her intentions, that'll give you what you need to know, because I'm not here to make a choice for you. I'm here to give you information so that you can extend your free will agency and sovereignty over your own life to make your decisions according to your conscience. Okay? So are you okay with that? You missed some soapboxing, Fervent, but other than that, we're glad you're back. But is that okay with you? Should we ask, what is her intentions towards you? Your friend Vea, what are Vea's intentions towards you, Tammy? Is that a good reframing of that question? Let me know. Meanwhile, I'll pull another freebie real quick for Annalise. Annalise, for you, we have the 3 of Swords, and it says difficulties exist to be surmounted. Okay, you're going to go through some hiccups, but in this particular deck, the 3 of Swords is not just about the heartbreak. It's literally about telling you, hey, this is a hurdle, like the literal hurdle when you're running track. Okay, the hurdles are there. Yes, you have hurdle races and stuff like that, but the hurdles are there to strengthen your awareness, to strengthen your leg muscles, your jumping ability, and stuff like that. So if you're training a marathon and stuff like that with hurdles in your way, and then all of a sudden you go run a race with no hurdles, you're going to be stronger than anybody who trained without the hurdle. Okay, that's what this is about for you, Annalise. It's like there are difficulties, but they're there to train you. They're there to help make you stronger. And it's not like, you always hear that what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Kind of. The fullness of that is what doesn't kill you can make you stronger depending on how you choose to react to it. If you choose to lay down and die, he ain't stronger from that. But if you say, you know what, that sucked, I'm going to take my 8 count, and brush myself off. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to keep going one step at a time. No matter how it goes, I'm going to keep going one day at a time, one step at a time. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You know what? That's the solvent for success right there. That is the end all and be all. If you just keep plugging away at it, you're further today than you were yesterday. What doesn't kill you gives you the opportunity to take another step forward. And that's what makes you stronger. All right. Tammy, that works for you. Excellent. So let's see, what are her intentions towards you? All right. Tammy, we're starting off here with the Four of Wands. Going into the Two of Cups. And then ending up with the World. Okay. Now, based upon what I'm seeing here in your question, I'm going to say right now that her actual intentions do not feel malicious. Okay. I'm seeing here the Four of Wands. She has a specific goal in mind. Her goal is to literally be celebrated. Okay. She wants to be seen as the good person. She wants to have, and then the next thing here, the Two of Cups. She truly wants a real friendship. There's a genuine desire for a true friendship here. However, with the World card is what I'm seeing is the behaviors that you are seeing reflected in your course of your friendship are actually conditioned behavioral responses from her. This is what she feels love is. Okay. And it does not feel malicious, but I'll tell you what, you go back 20 years with me and you could point at me and say that bitch is a narcissist, because I would and was 20, 30 years ago exhibiting narcissistic behavioral patterns. Why? Because my father was a damn narcissist. And that's what I thought love was. That was my idea of what love was. And I had people come into my life that said, Shiya, that's not fucking love. That's not cool. You don't act like a fucking Karen. That's not love. Love is not control. And I know that you're trying to keep control over your own life, but you got to let go. And I had to learn these things. And you know what, guys? I still struggle with some of this stuff to this day. I have to keep a check on it because conditioning elements, they're strong. And the only way we get through that is shadow work. Okay. So honestly, what I'm seeing here is that while she is exhibiting these toxic behaviors, the intention is love, but the awareness of what love is not there. So this is going to have to be a very hard choice on your part, Tammy. Do you hold space for her to come back and not be a narcissistic asshole? Or do you turn around and just start boundary enforcing, which could blow the whole fucking friendship up, or it could give her an opportunity to change? Okay? But this is not what I would consider a chronic narcissist. This is somebody who just really doesn't know how to love and be loved. Okay? Now, your love, let me quantify this. And this is very important for all of y'all dealing with the narcissists out there. Okay? And I want you to pay the fuck attention to what I'm saying right now. You cannot heal a narcissist through love. What? What, Shiya? What the fuck did you just say? Yes. You cannot love a narcissist into healing, because that kind of self-sacrifice love to somebody who is a narcissist, be it chronic or be it just in a behavioral sense, they just receive that, take it, and use it. Okay? Whether it's intentional or whether it's a conditioning element. You cannot love somebody into healing. You can love somebody and show them the path to healing, but that healing has to be undertaken by them. This is the whole, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. You can take them up to that water trough of healing with all that healing goddess energy in that water. And you can even waterboard them, but that isn't going to make them drink. That isn't going to make them accept the healing in their life. Okay? So when you're dealing with somebody who is a narcissist, it is very important, whether they're behaving as a narcissist or whether they are chronically a narcissist, it is very important to set protection boundaries for yourself. Protect yourself first and foremost. What you can give, and what you can't or don't want to, don't. You are not obligated to set yourself on fire to make another person warm. Okay? Soapbox abated. I will put my soapbox away now. Hopefully that will help you in understanding. But not everybody who acts like a narcissist is a narcissist. Doesn't mean that that gives them permission to act like an asshole. Just saying, their trauma and their lack of healing from their trauma does not give them permission to create trauma within you. Okay? Just saying. Let's do Jonathan, money spell for you. Yes, the second labor of Hercules definitely does teach us about releasing control. So here we go. Jonathan, for you, money, money unto thee, abundant wealth 3 times 3, with free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done, so mote it be. Thank you for supporting me and my family. It is greatly appreciated. All right, up next is Mary Sharkus. You are next up on the priority list. We're going to go back and do a couple more of our freebies real quick while we are waiting for you, Mary, to let us know you're here and that you are ready to claim your power. Okay, and yes, Robin, that way you walked away because you didn't want to keep hurting. Look, we as empaths rarely stop loving, if ever. But we do get to a point to where we're like, you know what? My dignity and my self-love is now outweighing putting myself on the line for you. Okay, so there you go. All right, Artie, for you, we have the 8 of Swords. All right, and as many of you guys may know, the Wolf has a beautiful song called the 8 of Swords. Go on the YouTube, check it out, look it up. 8 of Swords, but it's about being stuck. Okay, it's about being stuck in the past. It's about being stuck in patterns, and we need to break through those patterns. So, Artie, this is a reminder to break out of the patterns, and I really, really, really love this quote. And it says, "You can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore." You can never cross the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. Now, that doesn't mean you don't have any navigation at all, but it means that you have to unanchor your navigation. Your navigation is now the stars. Your navigation is now the guiding of the cosmos. Okay? That's your navigation, not I have a safety net. You don't have a safety net. You're guided, but there's no safety net but the universe, and trusting that wind will fill your sails and get you somewhere. Okay? That means you're stupid about it. You learn to sail your ship. You have your navigation. You have your chart. You have your destination in mind. But you got to turn around and release our comfort zones to truly grow. Okay? And even sometimes we hold on to our comfort zones even when they're not fucking comfortable, don't we? And I say we because, hi, guilty. I do it too. Okay? All right, Mary Sharkus, you are ready to claim your power back. Excellent. All right. I call upon the God and Goddess. I call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me in casting this Antlered Path, strength, direction, and will spell for my friend and sister, Mary Sharkus. They flame of horn in summer's crown. I call your burdens to burn down. Your spirit rises fierce and free, sovereign force reclaiming me. I light this flame, your soul's desire, and call you through the sacred fire. From ash to strength, the shift begins, your path revealed beneath your skin. Now, crowned in fire, wild and true, you shed the skins you once outgrew. The hornwind guides, the way is clear. Step into power without fear. With free will to all and harm to none, as we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Woo, wah. Man, love it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I love magic. I do. I love magic, and I love the rush I get through doing these spells for you and with you guys. And I love the rush you guys get. And I love you guys telling me your stories afterwards about the change and the impact these spells have on your life, because man, that just it's fuel to my fire. Come on, baby, light my fire. Welcome back, Marcia. We're coming up to you in just a minute. Good timing. Very good timing, actually. All right, so let's look at your reading here for this, Mary. First card on your signature reading, your path to power, is of course the root of your strength, which reveals the power that you're currently grounded in, or where it's waiting to be reclaimed. This could point to ancestral ties, past experiences, natural gifts, or a sacred inner truth that's been forgotten. And here we have the Tower. And you might be like, Shiya, I thought the Tower was a shitty ass card about like burning it down and not expectations being met and stuff like that. Yeah, it can be. But in the course of this reading, to call the Tower your strength is literally to call you the Phoenix Reborn, Mary. This is literally saying that it is in these moments of crisis. It is in these moments of burning it all down, fire starter, the lightning has struck, and it's like, what the fuck even? This is where your strength really shines, because you are able to be calm in the crisis. You're able to pick up and do and say, you know what? You know, what's that song? I get knocked down, but I get up again. Ain't nothing gonna keep me down. That is you. That is your strength. Nothing upon nothing is going to knock you down and keep you there. You're like a weeble wobble. You remember those weebles wobble, but they don't fall down? That's you, Mary. Fuck yeah. That is an amazing strength to claim. You know how many people get knocked down by life and just don't bother to get the fuck back up? You get up and you get up stronger. You are the ultimate Phoenix. Sorry, Jonathan. Mary's claiming your title. But you know, she's older, so she's had a few more times to go diving into that fire and get reborn from the ashes. I'll say that. All right, let's look at your card too. What is the direction, Mary, that's calling you forward? And this is this card will show the path that's opening to you now. This may be an area of life, soul calling, or a spiritual current that's inviting you to move forward with clarity, alignment, and purpose. And for you here, we got the Two of Wands. All right. Now, many of you guys know that this is the shit or get off the pot card. Like, well, I got 6 of one and half dozen of the other. And let's list out, let's do a pros and cons list. And I just need a little while longer to think about it. Oh my God, this is such a tough choice. And then whenever this card is coming up, it is like, all right, shit or get off the pot, motherfucker. But what I always say is, you know what? When this one comes up, it also says there's no wrong way. Because think about it. We all shit, right? We all know the little book of everybody poops from when we're younger. We all shit, all right? We all got to go sit on the porcelain throne and take a shit once in a while. But sometimes when you sit down, you're like, you really think you got to poop? And you sit there and you're just like, I got to poop. I can't poop. I'm not pooping. Are you going to spend all day on the pot? Waste your entire day in the hope that you're going to poop? Or are you going to get up, do your thing, and then when you finally feel the urge to poop and you know you're going to poop, then you get your butt back and you shit. All right? That's the thing. Do not sit there and wait on something until, you know, sometimes you have to be patient for that poop to move right through, but other times you just need to get up, go do the thing, walk around the block a little bit and shake it loose. You know what I'm saying? So that is when this is coming up is the direction that's calling you forward. It's telling you, Mary, just take a choice, because the universe is working and conspiring on your behalf. Just do what you got to do in the moment. Don't sit there and over-agonize it. Don't overthink it. Just pick a direction. And trust me, if you need to shift direction, the universe will let you know. It'll open up a path to you. Okay? Seriously. Shit or get off the pot card. Gotta love it. All right. Now, the next one is our third card here. which is how your will shapes your path ahead. And this illuminates how your choices, desires, and your personal fire are influencing your journey. This speaks to your agency, your sovereignty in the ways your wills and manifestations are already shifting the world around you. And here we have the Queen of Cups, and this is your empathy. Okay, I got you dying laughing. Well, I'm glad you deserve some laughter in your life, Mary. Goddess knows what the fuck you've been going through this past year. I mean, we talked about some of it. Holy shitballs, Batman. I mean, if what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, you ought to be the strongest woman on the fucking planet right now. Just saying. All right. But the Queen of Cups, this is about your emotional resiliency. This is about your emotional sacredness. This is that you are able to face into the other people's emotions while holding your emotions sacred and separate and reflecting for yourself and doing what you need to do for your self-care, as well as seeing and reflecting and assisting others with their emotionality. Okay, you've already been working on this, and your will and your resilience, Mary, is making you better and better and better at this as you go along. So fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I love this reading for you. Hopefully, my darling, that helps and blesses you. Let us do your money spell now that we have given you your comedy show. Yeah, I do. I don't do stand-up comedy. I do sit-down comedy. Fuck yeah. Here you go, Mary. Money, money unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3, with free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. Thank you, Miss Sharkus, for supporting me and my family. All right. So, up next is going to be Marcia with the she says I pronounced it right, but I'm still nervous about pronouncing it. Zuccarelli. All right. I'm going to try to do it with the accent and maybe be fancy or some shit, right? So, Marcia, you're going to have to let me know if you had a choice from the specialty readings over here, or if you just had a general question for a full spirit insight, or you just wanted to see a general. Meanwhile, let's pull a few more of our freebies, and then I'm going to do a drawing. See who wins our next drawing for our thing. Is there love and relationship in your future? So you're looking for love, person of interest, or have a or have in a current relationship. I'm assuming from your question is looking for love. So let me know the context of which we are approaching this, Marcia, and we will do a love reading for you. All right, so Lynn sees for you, we have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? And it says on here on the Queen of Pentacles, it says, riches are not from an abundance of worldly good, but from a contented mind. And this is to remind you to stand your ground in what you have, to find a nature of contentment. Now, contentment does not mean stagnation. Let me say that again for those in the back. Contentment does not mean stagnation. You can be content and still set goals and work towards them. Okay, it simply means be content here and say, I'm happy with this. I'm going to keep pushing forward. I'm good. I could be better. That's what that is. I'm good, but it could be better. All right. And let me do Leslie's, and then we'll do our drawing, and then we'll do Marcia's question here on her love life. You know, we can all eavesdrop on Marcia's love life. Woo, woo. Leslie, for you, we have the Queen of Swords, and we all know her as the boundary bitch, right? And it says, be content with what you have. Oh my gosh, are we doing like a theme or something on contentment right now? I don't know. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize that there is nothing missing, the whole world belongs to you. Yes, there is a Marcia Zuccarelli, and there's a Marcia Padilla Maria. Or Morad. Sorry, I'm going by your old name. Marcia Padilla Morad. So, but yes, Marcia Z and Marcia P. All we need is one more, and then we can do the cliche Marcia line. Okay, just saying. We need one more Marcia. Can the real Marcia Brady please stand up? I'm a dork. Okay. So, boundary queen here for you, Leslie. This is basically saying that when you can be like, set your boundaries, set your rules, and stay, This one here is for Leslie Garul. Though the love reading that I'll be doing in a minute is for Marcia Z, because she donated for a reading. So that's a full-on love reading. You, Marcia Padilla, are coming up, and about 3 people on the free list. But yeah. But Leslie Garul, for you, this is basically saying be content with your boundaries, set them, and then enforce them. Boundaries do no good unless they are enforced, okay? To turn around, we've been hearing about all this border patrol and whatever. Having an official border does no good without people sitting there making sure that you have permission to cross the fucking border. Right? Same thing with our boundaries. Our boundaries are only worth anything if we police our boundaries and hold them firm. Okay? So, hopefully that gives you some insight. Let's see, we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 people on the free list. So, let's see. I need a random number between 1 and 25. 18. So let's see who number 18 was. Let's see, it's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Darkwater. Darkwater, are you still here? You're going to be the next winner. And we'll do yours after Marcia. Okay. So Darkwater, you're the next winner of our free mini reading. Okay. So, Marcia, let's see what we have got for your freaking love life. And so we're going to go over to our full dust cam here so we can have some room for this reading. These cards out the way, because we're going to pull up a couple cards for this one. Just saying. All right. Good night, Mary Sharkus. Blessed be. Sweet dreams, my dearling. Dearling. I'm starting to say dear and darling all at one point, so I guess I've made up a new word of dearling. Okay, I don't know. All right, so this is where you're at right now in your hunt for the Red October, aka a decent date. All right, a long-term mate. Now, we're starting off here with 2 of Wands. We'll come back to that. What is the obstacle that is crossing you right now in your space to date? Okay, your quest to date, the quest for the new frontier. And we're going to see here, we're going to put this to the side and we're going to look. What is the advice that the universe is giving you on how to find your person that's meant to be, your next person that's meant to be, reason, season, or lifetime? Okay, and how will this progress? Let's just do it. We're going to look here to see what the future is in the love life and how things are going based upon how they are now. Now, this is a good thing to remember about what is the tarot and what the tarot really tells us. The tarot tells us based upon your current course, your ship that you're kind of going through, based upon your current course. Are you hitting an iceberg? Are we playing Titanic, or are we going sailing smoothly into port? Now, this does not mean that you cannot change course at any given time. However, like any big old giant ship, it takes a minute or 5 to change course to actually make a difference. And a small, like 1 degree course change now becomes a 15 to 30 degree course change over time, you know? So a small movement now can keep you from hitting something much later, but also you got to go hard to port sometimes or hard to starboard sometimes to avoid something that's right imminent in your design. So looking here, Mary Z or Marcia Z, 2 of Wands. You're on the inside looking out. I mean, literally, this is the kind of shit or get off the pot cart we were just talking about. This is the shit or get off the pot card in this deck. And you see her, she's got her 2 wands. We were talking about this before with, it's funny that just 2 different decks, same card, right? But different meaning. And you see that she's inside the window looking out at this beautiful sunset. Down here, we see travel books, we see a world, and she sees that there's a possibility out there, but she's sitting down on the ground inside looking out because she needs to shit or get off the pot. All right. She needs to get out there to meet people. Sounds a little practical to me, huh? And I do believe that tarot should be practical. Your biggest obstacle, though, is just, there's just so many people. There's just so many people out there. Really. That 10 of Pentacles there, that's the abundance card. And that's just like, there's so many. It's like, if you're on any kind of dating app, back when I was on Facebook dating app, oh my God, I would get like 8 to 10 messages per day. And it'd be like, nope. Okay, I'll talk to them for a minute. Oh, never mind. Nope. Oh, maybe. Nope, never mind. Nope. Oh, there's a wolf. Huh, interesting. Okay, I'll talk to him a bit. All right. Nope. Maybe. No, guides say, oh, the wolf wins. All right, I guess the wolf wins, and the rest was history. Okay. So it's like, but you're holding yourself back. Whenever that one shows up, Marcia, there's still something that you're holding back. And that many times the shit or get off the pot, even if you're out there getting out there and taking the action, there's still a part of you that's on the inside looking out. And this could be like your inner child. This could be like your wounded self that might need some addressing. Okay. So even though you're out there, yeah, I've always said sometimes you have to talk to a lot of duds before you meet your stud. All right. But once you do, the universe will make it clear. All right. Now let's see what we have here as far as your guidance. The guidance that the universe wants to give you. First of all, we have the Tower, which the Tower is about expectations. You got to release the expectation. This is the whole thing of realize that your person might not be your quote unquote type. All right. Give them a chance to show you their character. Even if they're not in your normal wheelhouse, then give them a chance to say, okay, fine. You're not my type, but let's see who you are. Let's see if even if you're, and the most successful relationships I've seen out there are people that go outside of their typing zone. Seriously. The next thing here we have is the Wheel of Fortune, which is, again, the releasing of the old in order to write the story of the new. The Wheel of Fortune comes up when you're giving your epilogue from your old story or your prologue for your new story. It is a time of transition. Goes with the old book of Ecclesiastes. For everything there is a time and a season, a time to be born, a time to die, a time to laugh, a time to cry. Oh my gosh, if only somebody had written a song about that. Turn. I don't know. That'd be a cool song, I think. That's me being a smartass. And then, of course, the Two of Pentacles, which is very much about following your instincts. Follow your intuition. If your instincts are saying, danger, Will Robinson, warning. Yeah. Time to, say, fuck you, Kratos, and get them off of your feed. Get them off of your DMs. That dick pic comes sliding into your DMs, block. You want to start sexting? Block. You want to start, as Robin says, some of them ask for money and she blocks them. You ask for money? Block. Have one of those scammy looking profiles and tell me that you're overseas and you're somehow working for the military in a super secret thing and, you're not willing to go on video chat or meet in person? Block. I still get those. And I ain't even on any dating thing. And my Facebook profile says I am in a relationship and I still get those. The fuck? Block. Easy peasy. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Block. All right. Now, looking at going into, these are the things that will help you find your person. All right. Now let's look at the future here. First of all, we have the Five of Swords. This is telling me that when you get into relationships here, Marcia Z, You tend to give your all. You tend to give your everything. Now, before you're like, but Shiya, are you saying that's a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing to give your all. It is a bad thing to give up yourself. And that's what sometimes happens with that Five of Swords. That's the Pyrrhic victory. You win the relationship, but at what cost? The cost of your own identity. This is why it is so important for us to remember. When you go into a relationship, you don't lose yourself. They don't lose themselves. Okay, let's say if we're in a hetero relationship, we have she is this way, he is that way. They continue to be who they are, but they also form a third unit, and that third unit is the us. So you have the her, you have the him, and then you have the us. Now her needs to be considerate of him because there's an us zone. Him needs to be considerate of her because there is an us zone. There are choices that are just for her, choices that are just for him, and then there's the us zone. And you have to be able to make these three things balance out in a way that is effective and beneficial to all parties involved. So that means don't give up yourself. Okay? You have a tendency to do that. So be careful in a relationship. And the other thing, the next thing that is saying to do, and this is almost coming out like advice, but it's also like your roadmap at the same time, is that Four of Swords, which is give it a rest. Now, I don't know about you, but even in friendships, I am very guilty for advancing friendships very quickly. For being all the fuck in before somebody giving them a chance to show me who they really are. Okay? I have learned some hard lessons from some of this. And I have learned, and am learning to let people show me who they are. And when they show me who they are, to fucking believe them. This is a lesson we can all learn and take to heart. So again, allowing a relationship to develop slowly and surely. And then the next thing is I'm seeing here taking all the weight onto yourself. Okay. The second you take all the emotional weight on yourself, you're the one constantly giving. You're the one constantly doing the emotional energy, holding up the emotions, taking care of the things, doing all the chores, or having to constantly ask for help and support rather than having him or her offer help and support. That is your normal thing. Give until there's nothing more to give. Okay? And what I'm seeing here, and the reason this is coming up is because this is coming up as a pattern. And then you get into all right, I know I'm looking for love in all the wrong places, the Five of Pentacles card. You can't make this shit up. This is a pattern. And you're being challenged on this pattern here, Marcia, so that you can change it, so that you don't have to repeat it. Because when we learn a pattern, we can step out of the pattern. Okay? And once you get to that point of, I've had fucking enough, then it's like, all right, you pull back your energy. All right, now I feel like you're going to have to go through, because this is coming up when we looked at our future, I feel like you're going to have to go through this pattern one more time in order to really recognize it. And that's why it's coming up in this reading, to give you a chance to either A, reflect so you don't have to hit it one more time, or to see it happen live in real time. Is it live or is it Memorex? Live in real time in your next relationship. Okay? So keep an eye for this. I do see lots of prospects on the horizon. Is he, and I know the one question that you want to ask, and I'm just going to throw it in there as an extra. Is he out there? Is your person out there? Oh, he is. We got the King of Wands here for you. He is out there, he is motivated, and he is getting prepared for you as you are getting prepared for him. And you have to learn through this in order to really have that connection. But he's out there, and as soon as you learn that lesson, he's showing up. That is a promise from the universe that you can put in the bank. Learn this, and your king is coming. All right? So hopefully that helps and blesses you and gives you some resonation there. I thank you, my dear, for supporting me and my family. Let me do your money spell for you here. Here we go. And a lot of us empaths are very bad at that, Robin, where we give so much for our own good. And we have to learn how to balance that out, because we lose out on being our authentic selves if we say, fuck this, I'm not doing anything for anybody anymore, because that hardens our heart and makes us into somebody we don't want to be. But we also have to be careful about not giving too much. So we look to see who is treating us like a priority and who is treating us an option, because we're not going to make somebody a priority when they are treating us like we are an option. And that's the balancing point right there. So here we go, Marsha Z. Money, money unto thee, abundant wealth, 3 times 3. With free will to all and harm to none. As we will, it is now done. So mote it be. All right, my friends, I'm going to call last call. So if you guys want to donate, I'm not stopping the readings. We still got a lot more readings to do. But I am going to say last call if you guys would like to donate for a reading. And this is our first last call. And we'll probably have one more last call before I actually cut it off. But we're just going to start getting you guys prepared for last call. Darkwater, you won the 3-card reading. What would you like your reading on, please, my dear? Meanwhile, we're going to go back to doing some of our freebies while we're waiting on Darkwater to ask their question. And we will have one more drawing before our evening is complete, okay? So let's do our freebies here. You're more than welcome, Marsha, and so glad to have you as a new person on our feed, and welcome to the Good Vibe Tribe, girl. We cray around here, so I hope you're not too intimidated by us, and hope your crazy matches our crazy. All right, Natty, I love you, my beautiful chocolate goddess. Here we go. We have for you the Hangman. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Twice in one night, Natty. What is this? You cannot make this shit up. This is a totally different deck. The quote on this Hangman here is, when I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. And remember, that came up as your strength card in your spell and reading. Okay? That came up in your strength card, that your strength is that ability to see things outside of your perspective. And here it comes here. When I let go of what I am, I become what might be. I think the universe is reaffirming you are one strong, badass bitch. All right? I love it. I love it. I like it. I want some more of it. Robin Blackburn. For you, honey, we have the Chariot. And it says, do not go. Do not. Danger, Will Robinson. Do not go where the path may lead. Instead, go where there is no path and leave a trail. Remember, we were talking earlier about dancing to the beat of your own drum. All right? Find what works for you and blaze that trail, because, Robin, you are strong enough to do so. I've known you long enough. How many years I've known you now? I've known you long enough to know that, yeah, you can do things your way, and you can do things in a way that authentically work for you, you know? And yeah, you definitely, the upside down smiley face. I love it, Natty. Second time, the energy is strong here tonight. Second time we've had a duplicate card come up for somebody from their reading versus their freebie. So, wow. But yeah, Robin, your ability to blaze a trail, do things your way and make it work, that is huge for you. Embrace. All right, Marsha Padilla. Like I said, we just need one more Marsha on. Ooh, Marsha Padilla, you get the emotional fulfillment card. 10 of Cups. Celebrate good times. Come on. Okay. That 10 of Cups there is talking about that emotional abundance, that emotional fulfillment. Okay. And here we have your quote, Marsha Padilla, which is, let us be grateful to people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. Those people who bring joy, happiness into our life, they bring us spoons, they bring us energy, they refresh us. I mean, I've got a note here from somebody who brought me joy, and I get to been next to most weekends, and they gave me a gift and a candle and some earrings, and that brought me joy. I've got, my friend Kirsten, who showed up when I wasn't expecting her to the other day, and that brought me joy. These are people that bring you joy. My friend Kizzy, she brings joy, and you know what? A bunch of us brought her joy the other day, and her joy brought us joy, and joy is, everybody was joy, happy, joy, happy, joy, because when somebody cultivates our joy, And we're not selfish asshats. We go out and cultivate other people's joy. And then we lift each other up and we all fly higher. How awesome is that shit? Seriously. Brandon, good quote. Normality is a paved road. It's comfortable to walk, but no flowers grow on it. Quote by Vincent van Gogh. Beautiful quote, Brandon. Thank you for sharing that with us. By the way, I would like to point out something, and I'm not sure if Brandon, if you intended this or not, or if you expected me to catch it, but if you see that Brandon and then E-L, the capital E-L after him, that is actually a Hebrew denotation of godhood or divinity, which I believe, Brandon, your intention is to honor and recognize the divinity connection within yourself to that which is all, which I think that's a fucking awesome thing to have to your name, Brandon L. Just saying. Comes from Elohim, which is the plural, the universe, the gods, you know? Yes, it is. That's a nice. All right, Jennifer Scott Green. Let's do your... Artie, I have you down for mentorship tonight. What did you want for your mentorship, sweetheart? Brandon gave a big old smiley face. I picked up on that one, right, huh? Jennifer Scott Green, for you, we have the Ace of Swords. And your quote says, I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning to sail my ship. Girl, you have been learning to sail your ship, and you are learning how to navigate it like a fucking pro, all right? You're able to turn around and teach other people how to sail their ship at this point, because you're learning some expertise, and that is a beautiful fucking thing. That is a beautiful fucking thing, okay? So you're learning to sail your ship. Pat yourself on the back, girlfriend. Just saying. Jeff Peterson, I don't know if you're still here. I haven't seen you talk in a minute, but let's see what your freebie is. Jeff Peterson, for you, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And it says, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. And that is so true. Wealth isn't, I'll tell you what. How many of us saw that whole Venice debacle of Mr. Bezos with his oligarch status, went and bought out a whole goddamn city so he could say I do to some person that, you know, he's deeply connected and in love with and all this other stuff. And yes, Artie, you may. Let me know. Tell me you're ready to claim your power and I will do the spell for you right after this. But he went through and was able to buy out all of this stuff and create it. But the whole time he was there in Venice, the natives and stuff like that, they were picking on Bezos. They were like absolutely picking on Bezos here, there, and everywhere. Okay. And I can guarantee you, he saw some of that shit, and I can guarantee you he was unhappy. That's a lot of money. But to not have the connections leaves us unhappy. You can have, and the Bible even talks about it too, it is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven. Now, heaven in that case, the Gnostic sense of heaven, was into that sense of the Christ consciousness, that sense of bringing the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of peace and joy and harmony to our own souls and live in that Christ consciousness in a 3D world, to live a 5D experience in a 3D world. That's what that's about. And that's true wealth. That's true wealth. This can help. We need it. We got to pay bills. It is a representative of time and energy. But true wealth is the ability to be fully present in the moment and fully experience life in that moment. Okay? When you do that, you bring that energy to you. Trust me. Maybe not winning the lottery style. Maybe not buy out all of freaking floating Venice style. But you know what? You can go to bed with a smile on your face. You can wake up with a smile on your face. You can face your day with a smile on your face and say, you know what? It may not be perfect, but what I got, money can't buy. And I'll tell you what, I am very, very, very grateful to have that in my life. Truly. What I got, yeah, could I use more money? Hell yeah, couldn't we all? But what I got, money cannot buy. Money cannot buy. And all those oligarchs can say they're freaking Musk with how many kids he has and that don't talk to him, and how many ex-wives and ex-girlfriends that he has, how many whatever all these oligarchs have and their trophies or what have you. I got stuff they ain't got, because I got stuff money can't buy. I got a wolf, I got a monkey, I got a scarecrow, I got friends, I got supporters, I got loves, I got besties. So, Jeff, this is a reminder for you to set your foundation on the ship money can't buy. Ace of Pentacles. All right. Sorry, I went on a little bit of, I'm soapboxing tonight. I fully admit it. I have no, but you know what? If my soapboxing helps you get to your highest and greatest self, then hell yeah. Hell yeah. But I'll preach it. All right. So, Artemis is ready to claim their power. Excellent. I call upon the God and Goddess. I call upon the Lord and Lady. I call upon the Spirit of the universe, the Spirit of all, to assist me in casting this Antlered Path, strength, direction, and will spell for my friend and energetic child, spiritual child, Artemis. By flame of horn and summer's crown, I call your burdens to burn down. Your spirit rises, fierce and free, a sovereign force reclaiming me. I light this fire, your soul's desire, and call you through the sacred fire. From ash to strength, the shift begins. Your path revealed beneath your skin. Now crowned in fire, wild and true, you shed the skins you once outgrew. The horn one guides, the way is clear. Step into power without fear. With free will to all and harm to none, as we will, it is now done. So moved. Oh, buddy. That feels good. How you feel from that, Artemis? Alrighty. Fervent. Let's see what your freebie is for tonight. We're going to finish our freebies. I've got we're going to do about 4 more, and then I'll do our final drawing, and then we'll finish our freebies and our final person for the free read for the night. Fervent, for you, we have the Hermit. And people, the Hermit is not about divorcing yourself from life, just going into living in the forest. I mean, we'd all probably like to do that, but you know what? Blessed be Lady Cindy. But it is about taking a step back and getting perspective. You feel calm. That's good, Artemis. I like it. So your quote here on the Hermit Fervent is, nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. When we pull back into our soul and get a little bit of perspective, it can help us shape our path forward. So hopefully that helps and blesses you there. Anybody wants to get on the free list, you might want to do it soon. Or we'll play the free list thing one more time if you haven't gotten on the free list. Stephanie Thompson, for you we have the Six of Pentacles. And it says, a man's true wealth is in the good he does in this world. Stephanie, you touch a lot of lives, girl. You touch a lot of lives, sometimes just in your care as a stylist, sometimes in your guidance as a friend, mentor, and manager, sometimes as a mom to some amazing kids, a wife to an amazing man. You give a lot of yourself, and this is the universe saying, you know what? It sees this. It sees this, and it returns blessings to you. Okay? So the universe sees all you do. I see what you do. The universe sees it too. Thank you for all that you are and all that you continue to do. And the strength of character, Stephanie, that you have. And for sending me a giant ass spoon. Hee hee. I love that spoon. It is the spoon of destiny. All right, Sarah Parrott. Let's see what we got for you, Sarah Parrott. Kreslin, okay, I will add you to the list, my darling. Absolutely. Good to see you back. I think that's the second time you've come on now. So glad you came back. Sarah Parrott, for you, we have the Two of Cups. And this is what I call the ultimate love card. And I know you're in a new relationship. So take this as it is. Your quote is, I love you, not only for what you are, but for what I am when I'm with you. And you know what? When you have somebody who can bring out the best in you, or who can challenge you and help you grow, there's nothing on earth like that. There's nothing on earth like that. And this is one of the reasons I was carrying on about, that stuff money can't buy. My wolf can't buy that. Trust me. You ask him, he'll tell you he cannot be bought. He will not be bought. You cannot buy that. That level of integrity, that level of who he is, fuck yeah. Cannot be bought. All I'm saying. All right, so you know what? My chat is doing funky things, so I close that window, open it back up. Yep, dark water's like true. Facts, straight facts, guys. I tell it like I see it. Am I always right? No. Are my guides always right? Well, yeah, they're assholes like that. I yell at them for being right because I hate it sometimes when they are right, when I don't want them to be right, And I am a stubborn-ass hardhead sometimes when they're telling me, Shiya. And I'm like, yeah, fuck off. I do what I want. And they're like, but Shiya, we love you. We don't want you hurt. Do what I want. All right. We'll be here when you figure out that you were wrong. All right. Fuck y'all for being right. Alright, Junior and Starsky. Junior, for you, all the way in Ghana, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and this is the wait for your harvest. You're doing the right things. You're on the right path, getting your effort in. All right, and it says, with time and patience, the mulberry leaf becomes a silk gown. There's a lot of effort and there's a lot of time between when that little silk caterpillar eats that mulberry leaf to when, and the processes it has to go through before it can be worn and paraded around town, okay? So keep putting your time in, keep putting your work in, all right, Junior? But the universe sees it and your harvest is coming. Your harvest will come. Have faith in this. Keep on keeping on. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Starsky! Or I'm sorry, Starsky. I know I keep calling you Starsky because that's what it just, I'm old school. I think of Starsky and Hutch. I can't help it. Starsky. Yes, Starsky. You're just going to have to probably live with the whole Starsky thing. I can't help myself. I can, but I don't want to. But yes, Star Sky for you. We have the Seven of Wands, which is about protecting your peace. It's about turning around and being willing to defend what you've built. All right? Look, people, there is nothing wrong with setting boundaries and defending what's important to you. All right? Anybody comes up against my fam, better damn believe I'm going to go on the mama bear mode. I'm going to full on out start swiping the shit out of some people. All right? I will take it, whatever, but you start coming out of after my fam, I will absolutely go claws out defense mode. All right? That's a lot of us. It's okay to defend yourselves too. It's okay to see yourself as worthy enough to stand up for yourself, to make sure that you are protected and that you are safe and that the things that you have built are safe and that your family is safe. All that sort of thing. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? So your quote, Star Sky, is, life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a poor hand well. So when you think about it, okay, what you got? You got your hand up here, and you're in defensive mode. And what does that mean? That means poker face. You don't show anybody what your cards are. You got good cards? Maybe. Got bad cards? Maybe. Gonna give me a tell? No. Well, what do you got? I have cards. What kind of cards are they? They're my cards. Are you going to play them? We'll see. You going to bet or call? Sure, I'll bet. I'll call. Maybe she's got a better hand than I think she does. That's it. They're going to fold. Thank you. I'll collect my winnings now. Okay. Sometimes it's not in having the best cards. It's about how you play your hand. Ever want to ask about that? Go and bug the wolf. He's good at this Texas Hold'em thing, you know. I have seen him. And then when people think, I'll tell you what, when people think they have his tail figured out, they are so wrong. He'll give him a little rabbit, a little carrot to go chase that little carrot down, and then bam, that river turns and he's got it. And he's ever like, I thought I had you figured out. Yeah, he's a wolf, motherfucker. You're not gonna figure that shit out like that. All right, Moon, for you, my darling. You still here with us? Miss Moon? For you, I definitely feel, especially with you were talking earlier about your father's spirit having a message for you. And we came up with the Lovers. And you're going to be like, wait a second. The Lovers, isn't that more like a bounce card? No. This is a spiritual connections card. Especially in this deck where you have the kind of like the spirit above the person who's there dreaming. This is about connecting on a spiritual level. So I feel like, yes, this is definitely an additional sign that your father is definitely trying to connect with you from across the veil. Open yourself up. We talked about how to do this earlier. You can absolutely mediumship for yourself. If at some point you want me to do mediumship for you or with you, I've got you there. But you had the connection with him. And if that connection is real, which I know it was, then it never shuts down. It just changes form. It's just like energy. As above, so below teaches us natural law, teaches us how the divine works. Okay? Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It only transmutes, changes form, changes purpose. Same thing with the soul. It cannot be created or destroyed. Okay? Once a week, yes, we're coming up to you. We're almost to you. You came in a little bit late, so yes. Meanwhile, if you guys are not the people I haven't done yet, if you are Valkyrie, Marsha Z, Marsha Z for a freebie, because we did her reading, but not her freebie. Lady Cindy, once a week, Meh, Gia, and Kreslin. If you have not heard your freebie or not heard your name, I don't have you on the free list. This is your last chance to get on the free list. Here's how.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm live on Dancing with Witches, my live psychic show on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Every Monday at 8 p.m., Wednesday at 9 p.m., and Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also have occasional daytime shows at random, so be sure to follow. I offer free readings on every live show. The free readings are the reading of the day, and you do not get to ask a question. To join the free list, simply like this video, subscribe or follow me, share this live stream, and then comment the word shared. Your reading will happen during breaks in the priority readings, whether you are here or not. So if you miss it, just go back and rewatch the video on Facebook or YouTube. For those who tip any amount at all, you'll skip the free list. Join the priority list for your reading, be able to ask a question, and receive a complimentary money spell blessing. Additionally, you can donate for specialty readings as listed to the right of your screen for $20. It's $35 for mediumship to connect with your departed loved ones, or $30 for a channeled message from a divinity of your choice. You can also donate $13 for tonight's signature spell to be cast here on the show, or tonight's signature reading. You could get both for only $21. Ask about what tonight's spell is about. All who donate money for anything go on the priority list and skip the free list line. Your support is truly valued by me and my family, helping me continue to share these moments with you. Don't forget to invite your friends and tune in at the start of every live show for a free Reiki healing experience. Thank you for your generosity, and may you receive abundant blessings as you have blessed me.
Yeah, Star Sky, that whole reading I was doing about defending what you built, that was for you. So yeah, that was yours. Darkwater, you're right. I had written you down as we did your 3 card, but you're right. I did not do your free 1 card. So for you, we have the 5 of Cups. And it says, better by far that you should forget and smile than that you should remember and be sad. Guys, pain is not optional in life. Life is pain. Life has pain. Pain teaches. Pain grows us. Pain shows us what needs to be healed. Pain is a very good indicator that there is something wrong that needs to be addressed. Pain is not optional. What is optional is suffering. And suffering is when you go to the universe and like, why, universe? Why me? Why me? Why do I have to go through this? Why is everybody always picking on me? Why? And sitting there and just racking our brain or trying to understand it, you know what, that's suffering. And we all are guilty of that because I am a renumerator. I sit there and analyze shit to death. Okay?
Emotional damage.
Oh, I put myself through a ton of emotional damage sometimes with how I analyze things and how could I do better and how could I be better. But I am learning and have learned to an extent to turn around and say, okay, I am not going to analyze this shit anymore because I've got all the answers I'm going to get. And now it's just time to step up and go glow up. Okay, and that's what we have to do. Better by far that you should forget and smile than that you should remember and be sad. Why sit there and go through the suffering of it? Happened, as the wolf calls sometimes, it's a mouth of madness. You don't always understand why people do the stupid shit they do. They do stupid shit because they're people. You do stupid shit. I do stupid shit. Everybody does this stupid shit. Because we're all here having a stupid human experience for whatever it's worth. Okay? So sometimes you just gotta fucking let go. Sometimes you just gotta be like, okay, it is what it is. Okay, move on. God dang it. And one of the things that helps us do that is shadow work. And if you guys are not familiar with what shadow work is, well, here's a little bit about it.
You've spent your life hiding parts of yourself, the anger, the grief, the fear, the shame, told they were too messy, too much, too wrong to bring into the light. But those shadows, they're not your weakness, they're the map to your healing. Welcome to a space where the truth of who you are is not only allowed, it's honored. This is Sacred Shadow Healing, a witch-led circle for those ready to do the real work. The uncomfortable, honest, powerful work of facing what's been buried and learning how to hold it with love. Inside the group, you'll find structure and support, guided shadow work prompts, detailed guides to help you integrate your shadow, live sessions, private Zoom gatherings, a community that doesn't flinch when you speak your truth. Here, you are not broken. Here, we don't bypass pain. We walk through it together. We learn to listen to our shadows, and we begin to heal from the roots up. It's $20 a month to join, and it might just change your life. Your healing begins in the shadows. We're here when you're ready.
Shadow work is the process of understanding the parts of ourselves that we have completely just suppressed because other people thought it was too much, or we thought it was too much, or that we passed judgment on ourselves and said that that's not a part of myself that I'm okay with or understand, or I'm not okay with absorbing into myself. Shadow work is a process of approaching yourself with grace and curiosity so that you can find your healing. It is not itself healing. It is going through in the acceptance that brings the healing. It puts us in a place where we can heal. Okay? So hopefully that helps. But yes, what matters is how you learn from those mistakes. Absolutely, Artie. Absolutely. It's okay to not be okay. All right? That was one thing I had to learn in the wake of grief as well, Leslie. That it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to hurt and not meet people's expectations of happy, happy, joy, joy all the fucking time. It's okay to be authentic. It's okay to pull away. It's okay to take an 8 count and a reset when something like that happens to you. It was a hard knock, yes, to lose somebody that you loved. But sometimes it is about, let's see, releasing the need or releasing the expectation that other people need to understand you. Being okay with not being understood. That's hard. Way easier said than done. Way easier said than done. But that is the goal. That is the goal. To say, I release my need to be understood by others and instead accept my responsibility to be understood by me. Let me say that again. I release my need to be understood by others, and instead I accept my responsibility to be understood by me. That's part of shadow work. And you know what? Your process is your process, and that's enough. It really, really is, Leslie. Valkyrie, let's see what we got for you. We have the Temperance card. Okay. Temperance, this is the alchemy of something changing shape, the unlike. And it's like, I love this quote. The unlike is joined together, and from differences results the most beautiful harmony. Okay? You have ways of making shit work that your way, Valkyrie. And absolutely, you should be accepting that, bringing it through into your daily authenticity. And that's a beautiful fucking thing. You're welcome, Leslie. All right. Lady Cindy, I think she went to bed, but we're going to pull her card anyway. And after that one, I've got 4 more people on the list, which is Once, Med, Gia, and Kreslin. But I'm going to do my drawing here in just a second, right after Lady Cindy's, and we'll see this there. But Lady Cindy, we have the Tower, and it says, what does not destroy me makes me stronger. I think you got this one last week, too, because I know you've been dealing with a lot of life changes. But you are going to bounce back hard for that, okay? So let's ask, hey Siri, I need a number from 1 to 26, please. 15. So who's number 15? Let's see, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Stephanie Thompson, are you here? Stephanie Thompson, if she's not here, we'll draw again. Next person on our free list right now is Once a Week. So Once a Week, new subscriber, welcome, welcome, welcome. For you, you get my favorite card in the whole deck just about, which is the Fool. I'm an April Fool's Day baby. I love this card. And this is the true ultimate trust fall with the universe is the Fool card. This is like, you know what? Sometimes you just got to try it. You just got to do it. This is the Nike card. Just do it. Okay, in your quote, it says, you must live in the present. Launch yourself on every wave and find your eternity in every moment. Just YOLO. Sometimes you just got to do it. Now, it doesn't mean leave your brain behind and take stupid risks, but do trust the universe. Do trust the universe. Okay? I do not think that Stephanie is with us, so we're going to do this. How about a different number from 1 to 26? Number 2. Annalise, are you with us? Annalise, are you still here? We'll see if she's here. She was number 2. We'll pull until we have a final winner. And actually, if after 3, after our next try for a winner, I will just kind of do a kind of like pick a random number and you guys guess the number and whoever gets closest to it will get it. For those of who's still here. So yeah, once a week, just do it. The universe has your back. Okay? The universe got your back. Let's see what we have for you. Valkyrie, you missed your card, but if you go back on the YouTube, you'll see it. For you, it says, the world. We have the Fool and then the World. You can't make this shit up. I love it because that's the beginning and the end of the major arcana. The World is you've been on a journey. You've been on one heck of a ride. You've been on that roller coaster, but you've learned, okay? And your quote here says, all that Adam had, all that Caesar could do, you have and you could do. So build therefore your own world. Take your experiences and make happen what you really want to make happen. Brandon, I never saw you on the free list, did I? Did you like, subscribe, and share, Brandon? Yeah, Nike stems from the Greek word Nikititos, which means unconquerable. Yes, it is. Jeff. Yeah, I know you got your freebie. We did that one a little bit earlier. And you're more than welcome. So, Gia, for you, we have the Page of Swords. And it says, when the student is ready, the master will appear. This is a time, Gia, for new learning. This is a time to dive into maybe some new art techniques, some new things to do. Trying something fresh, trying something new. Give it a shot. Never know what could happen. Kreslin. All right, and now I'm going to have you guys guess. Everybody who's here, give me a number from 1 to 20. And the person who gets closest to, I don't even have the number there, so you can't psychic it. I will ask Siri in a minute to random a number from 1 to 20. So everybody just give me your best guess of a number from 1 to 20, okay? Brandon, did you share? Because it's like, subscribe, and share that gets it for you. Knight of Cups for you, Kreslin, which is, there is nothing half so sweet as love's young dream. This is leading with heart. You got to lead with your feelings. You got to pledge your troth. Put your, yes, I did. It was, yours was the Fool. You got the Fool card. Okay, so you can go back just a little bit. If you missed it a minute ago, I just did it. So if you go back once the video's over and go back a little bit, you'll find it. All right, so Kreslin, for you, this is lead with heart, my friend. Lead with heart. All right, and Brandon, we're gonna stick you on there. That's okay. If you guys both pick the same number, then we'll have a runoff between the two people that pick the same number. All right. Brandon, for you, we have the Six of Swords, which is, for everything that you have missed in life, you've gained something else. Sometimes we're like, oh, I wish I'd have been there, or I wish I'd have been there. You know what? We never know. The universe puts us where we need to be sometimes, even if we don't know that's where we need to be. And we're like, I missed out on this, but maybe you missed out on something bad too by not going. You never know. So for everything we miss in life, we've gained something else. So don't sit there and regret. Don't live in regret. It's no bueno. It's no fun. All right. So let's see what we have. And if you guys guessed more than one number, I'm going with the very first one that you guessed. So here we go. Hey Siri, pick a number from 1 to 20. The number is 7. So let's see. Marsha picked 7. Anybody else picked 7? Let me see. Leslie picked 7. And who else picked 7? Okay, Leslie and Marsha, you guys both picked 7. So I'm going to flip a coin. Okay, and I'm going to assign Marsha's number 1, Leslie's number 2. So give me a number between 1 and 2. Number 2. Leslie, you get it. So ask your question, my dear. You are the winner tonight. You're more than welcome, Brandon. And I hope you come back. I really enjoy your energy. And once a week, and Kreslin, and a lot of you new people tonight. It's been a lot of fun getting to know you guys. And I hope you get to become part of the community, because this is not just a reading show. This is Dancing with Witches. You can ask your witchy questions at any point. They're like, Shiya, how do I do this kind of a spell? Sure, no problem. Let's talk about it. All right. This is about building community together. Shiya, I feel alone. Well, fine. Let's talk about it. What's going on in your world? Let's be here for each other. All right. So welcome to the Good Vibe Tribe, peeps. You're more than welcome here, and glad to have some newbies to come and join us. My next live is going to be tomorrow afternoon around 1 o'clock-ish. So we'll see you then. And we'll be having more free Reiki and more free readings. So yes. Will Mom make it out of her pain? Think the question you might want to be asked is not whether she'll make it out of her pain, but whether she will survive in her current form, making it out of her pain. And I also want to double check that you want a true answer for that. Because asking if somebody's dying, it can be really difficult. And to know that can change your energy and make you less able to keep it positive and keep the good energy going. I understand you may want to know, but I really caution people on asking this question. So, Leslie, I will give you a chance to reframe your question if you would like to. Hello, Cheryl Hilton. You're coming right at the end of everything, but if you like, subscribe, and share, then I will give you a free card before we finish it, okay? All right, Leslie, you really want to know if in this lifetime she will be able to get through this pain dynamic of hers. All right. So in this lifetime. And we will keep it positive. Okay, King of Swords. Her mind's in a good place. However, I do see that her health is continuing a slow decline with that Five of Swords and the Justice. I do believe she can get some quality of life back, but it's going to be a reflection of her former life. So she will get some quality of life, but it's never going to be the same. So the rest of whether she stays here or not is kind of going to be on her, and what she's okay with accepting in her life and quality of life and stuff like that. She's not going to get the same quality back. So in this lifetime, there will be a pain dynamic that she will have to consistently work through. However, some manner of quality of life can be restored. It's just never going to be the same. I hate that for you. All right, Cheryl, last but not least, and welcome for you. We have the King of Swords. And it says, for great virtue is the real courage to face facts and live beyond them. It's funny because we just had the King of Swords come up for Leslie's reading. And okay, great love. Absolutely. But this is basically saying that sometimes we have to, Cheryl, look at the way things are and say, you know what? I'm not going to accept this. I'm going to deal with whatever's going on in life, but I'm going to try to higher and greater. I'm going to try to blow up, even if I feel like the people around me need to grow up, Water. All right. And last but not least, and we are definitely calling it quits now, is great love. Oh, welcome. For you, honey, we have the moon. And it says, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life that you have imagined. Thank you all for joining me. I will be back here tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Or I'm sorry, not 8 p.m. Not tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon, around 1-ish tomorrow afternoon, okay? So come on. We'll have some more free Reiki. We'll have a great time and hopefully see you there, okay? So merry meet, merry part until we merry meet again. Blessed be, y'all.
I am the Witch Coach. I've been a practicing witch for over 38 years. A high priestess trained in traditional Gardnerian methods, an ordained minister, Reiki master in traditional and holy fire, and a doctor of divinity. I've also worked in mental health and social services, and I bring all of that into the work I do, combining spiritual wisdom with real-world support to help others grow, heal, and thrive. For decades, I've guided empaths, intuitives, and spiritual seekers to rediscover their inner light. I achieve this through sacred spaces designed for learning, transformation, and community. The Mystical Mentorship Circle blends spiritual depth with practical skills. It's a paid group where I teach all kinds of things to help you find your spiritual stride, including psychic development, Reiki, divination methods, empathy, astrology, witchcraft, dreams, astral travel, ritual design, and more. Every lesson is recorded and available for self-paced learning, and members receive a weekly free spell or a custom 3-card reading live during Dancing with Witches. It's a space where magic becomes a lifestyle, and support is always within reach. The Witch Coaches Sanctuary and Marketplace is our free group. It's open to everyone and filled with resources, education, and spiritual support. We also feature trusted vendors, people I personally know, who offer magical tools, handmade goods, and enchanted items to elevate your practice. Sacred Shadow Healing is where the deepest work happens. This private online support group is dedicated to shadow work, emotional healing, and spiritual growth. I guide you through journaling, dream interpretation, triggers, trauma responses, inner child work, and subconscious awareness. It's a space of shared stories, gentle guidance, and sacred accountability. Because healing our shadows isn't just personal, it's communal. We grow together. We also have weekly live conversations and occasional Zoom meetings for group work and community. Each weekend, I read in person at Mythic Treasures in Rochester, offering free 1-card readings and full sessions at a range of prices. From crystal guidance to deep multi-deck spreads, I meet people where they are and help them step into clarity, confidence, and calm. I also lead the Mythic Open Circle, a monthly gathering for witches, pagans, and spiritual seekers of all paths and levels. Whether you're brand new or decades in, solitary, or part of a group, you are welcome. Each month, we explore a new topic, from spell work and energy management to communication with ancestors, always in a spirit of shared wisdom and community connection. And 3 nights a week, I host Dancing with Witches, my live psychic show streamed on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This isn't just a reading show. It's a full magical experience. Every episode features free 1-card pulls and distance Reiki, along with a powerful signature, spell, and custom spreads designed to align with the moon phase, seasonal energy, or cosmic influence of the moment. I also hold drawings for free priority readings, offer live mediumship, and deliver messages from deities, ancestors, or spiritual guides of your choosing. It's interactive, heartfelt, and deeply transformative. This is where magic meets community in real time. Outside the lives, I am a proud member of Get Mad Radio, our 24/7 radio station, distributed on iHeartRadio and accessible by saying, "I want to listen to Get Mad Radio" to your Google Home or Alexa devices. Our mission is simple, making a difference through the power of radio. We spotlight local artists, host soul-centered conversations, and bring community-driven content to the airwaves. On Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, my partner and dearest love, the Old Wolf, hosts Dancing with Wolves, a bold and witty show full of amazing music, satire, deep dives into life's chaos, and heartfelt interviews with artists and misfits alike. It's the kind of show that challenges you to think, laugh, and feel all in one sitting. And Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern, I host The Spiritual Spectrum, a show about energy, healing, growth, and inner transformation. Each week, we feature astrology reports from Jake, the master astrologer at Mythic Treasures, along with conversations that open the heart and stretch the spirit with guests from all walks of life. This is what I do. This is what we're building. A place where you can grow, Be seen, be safe, and be magic.